What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the Liberal Loudmouth. And we are back for round number 2. I believe today is Wednesday. Let's see. Yeah, Wednesday. So we're doing our evening show. I haven't done one in a while, so I'm not sure what the numbers will look like, but go ahead and get yourselves settled in. I've got to go in here and share my live out.
Update. A few days ago, Thomas
request. Okay. Rokana. Let's see here. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Welcome in. Welcome in. And share. Please share the show. Like. All that good stuff. We are live. Booyah. All right. So it's basically the same topic. What's up, War? I've been around. I do my show every day, 9 a.m. to 1. Wednesdays, I scheduled myself to do an evening show, but I haven't been doing one, so my bad. Expentifundi, what's up, man? Yeah, I've been around. I don't know. I can't speak to why you can't see me, but I've been here. And now we're asking the question, is it time to stop complying with these fuckers? I mean, honestly, the United States has been lazily complying with whatever the government told them to do for a long time. I don't know. We just, I guess, trusted the government. Who fucking knows what? But if you just give in, if you just comply, it makes it easier, and everybody else doesn't have to feel uncomfortable. And then you got the magatards out here fucking, don't tread on me. And now they're like, oh, please tread on me harder. Give me the tread mark, Daddy. I want that tread mark. It's fucking nuts, man. Like, these are the same people my whole life have been talking. We gotta have our so we can take back the government. And when the tyrant is here, they're like, just comply. It's fucking weird, y'all. I got somebody requesting Dr. Galt. Mr. Galt. I ain't seen this fella in a while. What's up, man?
What's up, man? I haven't been around in a while. What's going on?
Well, yeah, not much. How you doing? Are you doing all right, though? You been off TikTok?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there. Still the same old dick I was before.
That's good. Hopefully still a small one.
Well, you do what you can.
I'm glad the left is finally waking up that big government is bad and we should not surrender to them.
Well, the big government crowd, the anti-big government crowd, is the one currently begging for compliance. You notice that?
No, I think they want subjugation and control in their own form, just like the left does.
Well, that's true.
So I mean,
yeah.
The right's okay subjugating liberty, well, not even the right. The Republicans are okay subjugating liberty when it's like when their team is doing it. So whatever their team is doing, they're okay with it. And the left does the same. Well, the Democrats do the same, right?
Not quite the same, but I take your point. It's not quite the same.
Yeah, it is. I mean, our government subjugates us, and I would say majority of the time we sacrifice civil liberties in the name of the collective, right?
What civil liberty did the left ask you to sacrifice?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. We had FISA warrants. There was censorship. I mean, come on, man. Do we have to do the whataboutism? I don't really want to do that.
The FISA warrants through a court? A FISA court? Set up by Congress?
No, they...
it's a FISA court. No, it's a court.
I don't debate the whataboutisms on taking away civil liberties. I mean, if your claim is that the left or Democrats have not taken away civil liberties, we can... Well,
actually, you're the one that did the whataboutism. Not me.
I'm just saying that's what government has done. I mean, look at. You can go all the way back to Clinton.
I said it's the people on the right now that are demanding that you comply, and you're like, yeah, but the left. That's a whataboutism, and then you start complaining about
the
left
has demand. I mean, dude, during C19,
give me an example of a civil liberty that the left has demanded that you remove from yourself.
Yeah, sure. I could go back to the Defense of the Marriage Act, the Clinton, and then we can go through. Obama was probably the biggest on the NDAA, where he sacrificed civil liberties through the NDAA. Hodges versus Obama is a big case. I mean, we can go through it, man, if you want. It's not
Okay,
going to look
so
pretty.
like from the Patriot Act, it was brought to you by who? By a what?
Yeah, yeah, the same people. What's your point?
No, by Republicans. Let's be very
Yeah,
clear
I don't
on who it
disagree.
was. Yes, so this thing that he was given was already in place, and they reauthorized it.
Yeah, they
But
should have. They
and
should have
this
got
is
rid of
the
it.
problem, and this is my contention: is that when you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And they always do. If they grant themselves some kind of power, they won't relinquish it.
I agree, but I mean, I would have expected Obama to repeal it, not strengthen it.
You would have expected, okay, but we're talking about somebody who took your liberty, not somebody who reauthorized a law that Congress passed under with a Republican Congress.
But they also extended it, and the Defense Against the Marriage Act was passed by.
So which to you in your view is worse, the one that created it, or the one that just reauthorized that thing?
Well, I don't like how you're framing it as just reauthorizing it, because they bolstered it and made it wider reaching. So they just
which is worse?
reauthorized it.
Which do you think is worse?
Both.
You think they're equally bad?
Yeah, because if you're the party that says we're going to give back civil liberties and you just it's all right. So I'll give you an example. I would say it's just as bad as Republicans to sign the same CR that Biden spending, because they're supposed to be the party of cutting spending. So when I debate a MAGA and a MAGA says, well, it's Biden's budget, he started it. And I'm like, yeah, but we're the party that's supposed to cut the budget. So when we don't do it, it's actually worse, because like that's what, like, we vote for that.
It was actually
right?
Trump's
So, like,
budget, but okay.
well, it's Biden's budget extended, yes.
Yeah, Trump's budget extended.
Well, sure, if you want to keep going back in time,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, if we're going to be honest with ourselves, we have to, don't we?
Yeah, but again, if you run on cutting the budget, right, and you don't, right?
Okay,
Democrats
so
don't run on cutting the budget.
Which party wanted to defund the police,
The left,
and why?
because they're regarded. Like, what do you mean?
Why did they want to defund the police? What was their reason? All the fucking riots that happened, why was that?
Maybe for a bloody revolution, for a Marxist communist revolution, you'd want to defund the police.
Oh, is that how you'd characterize that? I'm sorry, it was because of a violation of civil liberties.
Yeah, so we should just get rid of,
And
like,
you
police, so we can have
complained
the
about
bloody-
it, didn't you? You complained about the riots, didn't you?
Complain about what? Which riots are you talking about?
BLM riots.
Did I complain about them?
Yeah, did you?
I acknowledge that there was destruction. I don't know if I'd say I'd complain about them.
Right, but the cause was righteous, was it not?
So you're saying if a dumb cop kills somebody by accident, that we should go out and burn other people's property?
No, I'm saying that whenever you try to strip somebody of their liberties and their life, that their response to that action of government overreach is going to be vicious and violent, just like what the government committed against you. And what I'm saying is I'm trying to point out the fact that liberals were out there fighting against the loss of civil liberties.
Please don't call them liberals. They're Marxists and socialists.
That's ridiculous. I'm not going to call them a Marxist or a socialist, because that's not what they are. And that's
I'm
absurd.
a liberal. They're not liberals.
That's absurd.
No, it's not.
I'll call them whatever I want to.
That's fine. You can call them that. I'll call them Marxist. But
okay.
So let me ask you a question.
Which is stupid.
If the government,
but okay.
If the government in breaches on my civil liberties, can I go burn my neighborhood down?
Why would you do that?
Why not? You just said if that happens, like, you should be able to go out in the streets and do what you want.
If you have a large amount of Americans behind you upset that the government is unaliving you, well, I mean, sure. Is that not what created this country?
So what you're saying is innocent people.
Isn't that how this country was created?
What, on killing innocent people?
I'm sure you could put it that way.
So do you think that's right?
Was it wrong?
Yes. Killing innocent people or harming innocent
So
people
we should
is
be
always
under
wrong.
British rule then.
No. What are you talking about?
No, we shouldn't be under British rule.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Are
saying you
people
shouldn't.
allowed to revolt?
Sure. I'm not saying they can't.
Okay, so that's what we're dealing with now. Because this
Okay,
government, whoever's fault it was, we're here now, right?
Yeah, so here's my question then, liberal loudmouth. If the government infringes on my rights and a bunch of people, and I carry up a crew, and we come to your neighborhood and fucking burn it down, are you good with that?
I don't know. It depends on what your cause is.
So
what
you're
buildings you're
innocent.
burning
Your
down.
whole so your neighborhood, all of you are innocent. You did nothing to me, but the government infringes on me. I can come to your neighborhood and burn the whole fucking thing down.
I don't know. Is there a unicorn there or not? Since we're just making
Do you
shit
know
up
how
off the
easy this
top of
answer
our
is?
head.
The answer is no. The answer
Since
is no.
we're just making shit up off the top of our head, is a unicorn there or not?
No, there's no unicorn.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Okay, so you and your buddies own a bunch of businesses on a block. The government infringes on my rights. I get a bunch of people and we go burn all that shit down. Is that okay?
Well, the alternative is to what?
What? There is no well. You don't go fuck with like people. What?
What is the alternative?
You protest the government. You don't burn down your neighbor's shit.
And do you comply with unlawful arrest or not?
Unlawful, yeah, and then you have your day in court, dude.
Wait. So you comply with an unlawful arrest. That's what you do?
Yeah, and then I go fight it out in court.
Wait. Okay, so basically the government tricked you into thinking that you had to be peaceful while they were violent against you. You really believe that?
Yeah, and then I sue the fuck out of them. I take them to court and I sue the fuck out of them.
Is that how that works?
I follow the legal system.
So the American taxpayer has to pay for them because it costs them nothing, bro.
Costs
you
nothing.
take it out of the taxpayer dollars. Everybody else is paying that. The government isn't paying that.
If the government infringes on my rights, I would take it up with the government, right?
Right after you've complied.
Well, what you're saying is I should go burn my neighbor's house down.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, you did.
I never once said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
I asked you if it's okay.
Don't be disingenuous,
yes.
Galt. Come on. I never said that.
You said it would be okay for me to do that.
No, I said it depends on the circumstance. It depends on what they're fighting for.
Never.
Yes, because if the government, and you know what, I'll just read for you something real quick. Because I think even you agree with this. At some point, a government stops doing for its people what its purpose was. Would you agree? Some governments do that.
Yeah, but that's not the argument.
Is it the right of those people to remove consent from the government? Do you think
I think
that
you're dodging.
people? No, I'm not. I'm making a point here because we are far beyond just protesting. You're not going to vote your way out of this. Congress is ineffectual at this point. They aren't operating under anything other than, bullshit. And they're fucking run by rich people.
So if the government
everything.
if the government violates your rights, it gives you the right to go violate other people's rights?
Nobody's saying that, man.
You did.
No,
you
people are stupid. People lash out on things that they shouldn't lash out on.
And that's wrong.
Yes,
period.
And that's wrong. But it doesn't mean the reason that they're lashing out is wrong, does it?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's wrong in the sense. No, you cannot go violate other people's natural rights because yours were violated.
If somebody graped your daughter, do you think
that it would kill my neighbor? No.
Do you think that it would be righteous to go and unalive that person? Would that be a righteous cause?
No, it should go to the legal system. That's the way our law works.
And
dude.
see, that's you have compliance built into your whole entire existence, sir.
Yeah, but
you
that's
are
not
a
the situation
compliant person, and look, that's fine. You will be taken over by tyrannical governments because you are somebody who bends over, spreads their ass cheeks, and says, "Insert here, daddy."
Okay, but liberal loudmouth, if somebody were to do that, do I have the right to go burn my neighborhood down and kill a bunch of people that have nothing to do with it?
You're making up shit, Galt.
No,
you're
that's
making
the BLM
shit
riots.
Up. No, that's not the BLM riots. That's not what the BLM riots were. What? They didn't
How
go
are they
and
not?
kill a bunch of people. They didn't go and burn down neighborhoods and shit. They went and burned down fucking buildings. And they fucking attacked police stations. Why? Why did they do that? Because the police are killing people. And now you got ICE agents out there just shooting you in the face.
Dude, you're fucking deranged, bro.
Okay.
Seriously, you're deranged.
Okay. Ad homs
You're
means
justifying
you lose.
just going to fuck up innocent
Ad
people because the
homs
government
means
violated you?
you lose, sir. And let me read this to you, because this may piss you off, you Mr. Compliance. Let me just read this to you. It says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its power in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. That's from the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, where does that say?
Do you disagree
that if
with this?
No, that's not what I'm disagreeing with. What I'm
okay, so
disagreeing
you
with
agree
on
with
is,
this?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
But can we talk about where the point of contention is then? The point of contention is I don't think if the government violates your civil liberties, you have the right to go burn down businesses. You do.
Well, did they have a right to throw tea overboard in the Boston Harbor?
Yeah. Again,
it was private property. Did they have a right to do that?
Yes, if you're protesting,
did they have
the
a right to
yes.
go and pew people that didn't have anything to do with the
no, you
the things
don't.
associated?
You never
well,
do.
this is what they did.
Okay,
and
doesn't
we
make it
accept
right.
that. Okay, so it doesn't make it
No.
right. But the reason that they were doing it, was it righteous? Because you just said
It doesn't matter.
You just said you agreed with it, buddy.
No, I didn't.
So you don't have to listen. You are never going to agree with everything that a cause is doing. You're never going to. So a lot of people back in the day rightly criticized the Boston Tea Party and what they did, dressing up like indigenous, going out there, stealing private fucking property, tossing it overboard. A lot of people criticized that because it was, quote, wrong.
Okay.
But now
again,
we
you
look.
should never harm. You
but
should
now-
never violate other people's natural rights unless it's in self-defense. Period.
And right. And this, they would argue, was in self-defense.
Okay, they can argue whatever they want.
Okay.
Then they have their day in court.
So you're missing the point. I think you're missing the point. No, you're focusing on a tree, and you don't realize you're in the middle of a forest.
No, you just want to hurt innocent people for your own cause.
No, this is self-defense, buddy. When the government says that the person that gets to shoot you in the face has absolute immunity and will cover up and prevent any investigation into a crime, then you have a problem. You have a serious problem on your hands.
Yeah, but,
and it has to
again,
be dealt with.
you're advocating and you're okay with just hurting random people.
I never said that. You keep saying I said that. No, sir. That is not what I said. No, and you keep straw manning it, and you keep lying about what I said.
No, everybody knows you said it, and you'll say it again.
I didn't say that you have a right to go and burn down shit.
Yeah, you did. You said it's justified.
No, I didn't say that at all.
So then you disagree with the BLM riots?
I disagree with some of it.
There you go.
Whenever they went after the police station, I agreed with that.
What if they killed somebody in the police station?
They didn't. It was empty.
But what if they did? Would you have been okay
They
with
didn't.
that?
They didn't. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to wonder what happened if they did, because they didn't.
I'm just asking you a hypothetical. Can you answer it?
Well, is that person that was unalived a police officer?
Yes.
So they were the enemy in that moment.
They were the enemy?
They were a government agent.
What if it was your mother?
Of those people who were unaliving people, putting their knees in the necks.
What if it was your mom?
My mom isn't a police officer.
What if she was in the station?
What if a unicorn came and shoved its one horn directly up your ass? Would you cry?
Yes, I would.
Stop with these ridiculous hypotheticals. This shit is
no. You don't want to answer the question.
No, it's a pointless question because it's not real, nor will it ever be real.
What if it was a friend of yours that you really cared about who was a cop and he got unalived? Would you say it was justified?
Well, what if it was Justin Timberlake's brother's cousin's boyfriend? What if it was that person? Would you sing a song about it? Would you sing a song about it? Would it be a right song or would it be a wrong song?
It would be wrong because you shouldn't kill innocent people.
Go, like, come on. You're okay. More with the ad homs.
Yeah, you want to kill innocent people. I'm going to call you a dumbass.
Okay, when did I say that I wanted to kill innocent people?
You just did. You just said a random cop in a police station, he could be killed or unalive because he's the enemy.
I didn't say that.
Yes,
you
did,
asked
dude.
a hypothetical question, and I said, what if it was a police officer? And I said, so they're the enemy? I never said that they should be killed. I never said that, dumbass.
Yeah, you said you'd be fine with them dying in the police station. Yeah, you did.
I didn't say that either. You were bringing up hypotheticals. See, you create so many webs of hypotheticals in this, I don't know what you're trying to do, that you can't even keep track of what you created in your own fucking mind, bro. And you can't then simultaneously keep up with what the person has responded to the bullshit that's coming out of your brain. If you want to have if you want to have a genuine argument or conversation with me, let's stick to what is happening, what are facts. Let's not create some alternate universe and then bitch about that. That's stupid.
Well, I think it's pretty simple, man. If the government does things wrong, we should hold them accountable, but we shouldn't.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You said you didn't answer it, so if you want a chance to re-answer the question, then if there was a cop in the police station that was burning down and unalive,
there wasn't.
Would you be okay with that?
There wasn't a cop. There wasn't.
If there was, would you be okay with it?
There wasn't a cop there, so I'm not going to answer it.
Will you? You
won't answer it. Why would I answer something that didn't happen?
Because it's very easy. I can answer it. I would say
no, because if a cop was in there, I bet you they wouldn't have fucking torched it with the cop still in there.
I'm saying, what if they did? Would you be okay with it?
But they didn't.
Just answer the question.
What if they didn't? What if they didn't unalive the cop that was in there? What if they didn't torch?
Then good. Then an innocent person
hold on, Dr.
die.
Galt. What if they didn't set fire because that officer was in there?
That's good. Then they didn't kill a cop. See how easy it is
in
to
this
answer
hypothetical questions? In this hypothetical universe that you've created so that you can argue things. This is stupid. You're like creating virtualware here.
No, you're
like
if you could
creating your own little fucking computer inside your computer and then acting as if that's the real one. That's stupid.
Well, why can't you just answer? Like, I can answer this question. Give me a hypothetical.
They're hypotheticals that didn't happen and are fucking pointless. I'm not going to play that game. It's stupid. We have enough examples of what's going on right now. We don't need to create alternate universes.
I'm just curious to where. Dude, I don't know. I don't know why this is hard for you to answer.
Because it didn't happen.
So what?
And I'm not going to answer stupid fucking questions. Stick to the facts. Stick to reality. And then let's have a conversation. But if you're just going to come up here and create alternate universes and then play in that sandbox, like, I don't want to play with you.
All right. Well, I guess that's fair then. I don't know. I guess I don't want to talk to somebody who won't legitimately say they don't want cops to die unjustly. So,
are those police officers, the ICE agents that shot somebody in the face? Dr. Galt, do you think that person deserves to die?
Which person?
The person that shot that woman in the face. Do you think
that cop deserves to die?
Yeah, do you think that he deserves to be tried and convicted?
I think he should see his day in court, and the court should decide based on the evidence. I'm not an attorney, so he should see his
Well,
day in
you
court.
saw
And if
the video. Do you need more evidence than that, Dr. Galt?
I'm not an attorney, and I don't know the law, so I'm not
You
going to
don't
make
know
a
what the law
decision.
says about
No,
shooting
I'm not an
somebody in the
attorney.
face.
Well, there's stuff that happens, so I'll let the court and the judge decide.
So you can't even answer a factual question.
I am.
But you want me and demand me to answer hypothetical bullshit.
You're asking me if a cop should die based on a case that I don't know the evidence or the law.
Well, that was my first question, but then I followed it up with tried and convicted. Well, I'm not going to take a position on this because then you're going to pigeonhole me later whenever I give you an actual. What is your opinion of it?
Yeah, if he's tried and convicted, then yeah.
What is your opinion of what happened? Do you believe that he committed a crime?
Yeah, my opinion is that he broke policy, from what I understand, walked in front of the car. She revved back and went at him, and he smoked her.
You believe that she went at him with her tire turned all the way to the right?
I don't know. I don't think he could have seen it, so I don't know. If I'm in his shoes, I don't know.
No. You said, and you characterized it this way, that she went right at him. That's what you said. But the evidence doesn't support that. Well, that's because the car starts to roll forward. You can see her in one of the videos doing this. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not an attorney.
Who is literally looking right at her, has got his gun pointed right at her windshield. He's seeing her do this, which means she's turning the wheel.
If the court decides he's guilty, then he's guilty, and he should pay the price.
You characterized it as she went right at him, didn't you?
Yeah, again, I'm not an attorney. I don't know the answer, and I'm not going to pretend to.
Well, what do you hope the outcome is?
I hope that the attorneys present their cases and the judge makes the right decision. And if he is guilty, he faces penalties.
Bitch, get the fuck out of here with that, you dumb fuck. See, look at this. This guy can't even answer a fucking question. He won't offer an opinion about something because he knows what that's going to happen a fucking week later or whatever, when it turns out there's probably fucking text messages of them, hey, just find somebody and shoot them in the fucking face and get it on video. Let's do that to scare the fuck out of them. While this guy is upset that I won't fucking answer his stupid hypotheticals. So get out of here, bitch. That's what I got to say to you, Dr. Galt. Yeah, you just lost any respect I ever had for you, dumbass. Yeah, let me pull somebody else in here. That's fucking stupid. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What brought you up? Would you like to answer the prompt?
Yeah. I saw the why do we call ourselves free, then comply, and then should we fight against unlawful arrest? And I also listened to this nonsense that we just had to go through as a group. The only thing I wanted to say was that I think that I really loved that you read because people do not understand the idea about authority and consent. I think that this is a big topic that people should have more discussions about. And to the prompt, the reason we call ourselves free is because we've been indoctrinated to think that the illusion of choice and that coercion and a lack of informed consent is freedom. Should we fight against unlawful arrest? Absolutely. In fact, we should be eradicating not only this government, but capitalism and colonialism worldwide.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I brought this up this morning. U.S. v. Bad Elk, and Galt, if you're still listening, listen up, buddy. Supreme Court already said that you don't have to, or you can resist with any force necessary to stop the arrest if the arrest is unlawful. U.S. v. Bad Elk. You guys can go look that up. It's true. And so I say that Americans have, for far too long, just complied. It's like, oh, well, I know I didn't do anything wrong, but here. Like, why do we let the government kidnap us? We're people. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Because if we had been fighting back, if we'd done what Bad Elk had done back then, if that happened every time they did an unlawful arrest, they might think twice before they do something unlawful because they don't know how that person's going to fucking respond. Maybe. Anybody else have any differing thoughts on that, or is there
I wanted to follow up on the whole Galt thing with the BLM
ridiculous?
riots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
no, the BLM riots. So you supported the BLM riots, correct?
Not the riots themselves, no, not necessarily.
So you did not support the riots.
No, much of it, no, because it turned into a fucking absolute shit show.
Correct, because they were not actually fighting the government; they were fighting local businesses and harming them. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree that's largely true.
So the left,
But the beginning,
so the left is unhinged, and they want to damage anything in front of them.
I mean, not necessarily true.
I think that's being
Because-
reductive.
No,
Yeah.
that's very true. They
No,
caused
because-
$2 billion in
Are you
damage.
aware of the person called the Umbrella Man?
No, I
You don't remember?
follow.
Okay, so it was I lived through this and I watched it. Okay, so let me give you a recap of what happened.
Is this
these
like a
protests-
history
no, no.
story?
Well, it wasn't even that long ago. So if you want to call it history, that's fine. But
Okay.
I lived through it. I watched it with my own fucking eyes, and I'll give you a
I
recap.
like the top hat
of what
man.
happened.
He was pretty cool.
Cool story, bro. Anyway, so all of these, protests start breaking out across the country. And then some jackass, I don't remember what business it was AutoZone or something like that. This guy, Umbrella Man, with the umbrellas masked up, head to toe, and all black, he goes in and just starts bashing the windows of places. And it turns out he was a fucking cop and a fucking Nazi who had come there to do that. These are agent saboteurs that did that. And what happens, the mob mentality, because humans are stupid, they start to engage in opportunism. So then you start seeing these jackass punks come out and start doing some of this stuff. So some of the riots were righteous. Some of the riots were not. And it's hard to determine in the middle of it which is which.
Correct. It's kind of a straw man thing because even during January 6th, which I do not support, by the way, there was Antifa, there was leftist people there also. So do you want to say the same thing for January 6th or not?
Prove to me that Antifa was there.
There's YouTube videos.
No, prove to me. Show me the court case where an Antifa
not a
member
court
was
case.
brought up
There's
on
not a court-
charges. Then what you're saying is
There's
bullshit.
not a court case. There's videos.
Then what you're
There-
saying is bullshit.
There was no court case. You could go there.
What
They
you're
were
saying is
undressing-
bullshit. Now you're
they
just
were
lying.
undressing under trees
Now you're just lying.
to get into MAGA
N-
stuff.
now you're just lying, bro. Don't sit up here
No,
and fucking
you lied
lie.
before with the Umbrella Man. Jesus
TMF.
Christ.
That's not a lie.
No, that's not a
there's
lie.
Top
That's not
Hat
a lie.
Man, too.
That's not a
I
lie.
remember the Top
Here,
Hat
I'll
Man.
pull it.
The Top Hat Man was running across roofs just
TMF.
like Santa Claus.
Hold on, KMF. Does that mean that Trump pardoned a bunch of Antifa then?
Yeah, just like Suzanne Rosenberg was pardoned by Clinton for bombing the Capitol.
Here you go, man. Here, let me pull this up here for you so you can see real good. Man who helped
Even on ABC
ignite
News,
George
bro.
Floyd riots identified as white supremacist. This
By
is the
who?
guy right here.
ABC
This
News.
is by
ABC
everybody.
News.
I'll pull up another.
ABC News.
Listen, bitch. I'll pull up another source.
ABC News. You're a
Watch.
clown.
This guy
You're a clown.
right here. I watched this happen the day that it happened. And just
Give me
because
his
you
name.
have a short fucking
Give
memory,
me his name and let me know he was a police officer.
a masked umbrella wielding man accused of helping incite riots, etc., etc. I've given you a source. You made a
cool.
claim. Listen,
Now go look.
Hold on.
Okay, my claim.
Hold on.
Go on YouTube. Go
no,
on YouTube.
you
right
cite
now.
that bitch, not me. You made the claim. It's your fucking.
I
You
don't
go
have
cite that
a-
bitch and
you're
put it
the
in the.
host.
You
Just go
cite
on
it.
YouTube.
You made a
Look
claim.
up
You fucking
Antifa.
prove it. You fucking
Look up
prove it.
Antifa
No.
at J6 riots.
No, because the only way.
Because you're
no,
scared.
no, 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 no.
You know you're
No, I know for a
scared.
fact that there were
You're
no
scared.
Antifa members there.
You're scared like a little child.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute you now because you're just annoying me. Look, I just gave you proof. I gave you a fucking source for the claim that I made. I asked you to cite your source. You said go to YouTube. Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking YouTube videos out there, sir, that said that the Democratic Party was ordering children based off the type of pizza that they were getting. You remember that shit? I can go find YouTube videos of that right now.
Wait, do you remember?
Do you remember
Trump
that shit?
VP
Is that
remember-
proof? Well, just shut the fuck up. Is that proof of anything? Is that proof of anything? A YouTube video that somebody created claiming that, shut up, that Ping Pong Pizza was a fucking distribution center for children, for the Democratic Party. Would that prove something? No.
Oh, do you remember the Russia, and the Trump PP tapes? You remember those?
Yeah, I do remember
Those are
that.
real.
Yeah.
Oh, they're real. Oh, how about you look at the Durham tapes? How about you look at the Durham reports?
How about you just keep going backwards and changing and pivoting because it's not working out for you because you're looking like an idiot right now, and that's fine.
Listen,
I'm sure that you're used to that, and if you're going to start insulting me, then I'll just start muting you because it's funny to me. Okay, so next person. Pangs, I think, was the other one to talk. War, go ahead.
Oh, hey. Yeah, sorry. This is, yep.
Expend-to-funding.
So I just, so I changed my username because I hate explaining that other one. So anyways, I just was overhearing the conversation with Colt and now KM. Sorry, is there a background noise at all? Are you having any background noise?
I hear a little background noise from you, yes.
Fixing it.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So I just was overhearing that, and I just was wanting to know, Liberal, can you show us? Was he in a court order as well with that guy? I was just curious.
Who?
I'm playing devil's advocate just a little bit. I don't agree, but I don't agree that it wasn't real.
The Umbrella Man?
Umbrella Man? Yeah. Did he go to
I'm
court
not
for that?
sure. Let's see. Yes, he did. I believe so. Let's see. His actions were led to the first. He's also accused of spray painting the words "free shit for everyone" zone on the doors of the AutoZone. It was the AutoZone. Minneapolis Police Department. Yeah, they investigated it. Yeah. So I can look it up and see whether he was charged or not.
It's like he single-handedly changed that whole entire movement into a quote-unquote riot. Now all that they remember BLM for is rioting. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Also,
It is ridiculous.
So
A
the
few
riots in that one place account for the entire United States.
No, KM, do you know what really grinds my gears? Is that you are more worried and more concerned about the property damage than you were about what was actually being protested and the loss of life of countless people across the country.
I am, because innocent businesses were harmed.
What about the innocent people who were murdered?
They did not have insurance for it, and they got harmed very badly.
The fact of the matter is you care more about property than people.
I care. The property is the people. That's the business.
No, it's not. The people are just fine, but you care more about the property than the person who was unalived by a police officer, the state.
Yeah, BLM. How many people died during BLM? There was 11 murders.
You know how many people were arrested? Thousands.
Probably in the hundreds.
Thousands. No, thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Do you know how many officers were injured in the BLM riots?
Do you know how many of those unalivings were committed by right-wing and police officers and people coming out of state with their own guns?
Sure, give me the names.
Kyle Rittenhouse being one of them.
Okay, cool. That's 1 out of 11. I'm talking about the actual BLM.
He unalived 2 people first.
Okay. He unalived PDF.
There's something wrong with what he did?
Oh my God. Yeah, we want people going over state lines with their unregistered pews and unaliving people. Yeah, that's what we
PDF
want.
files, yes. I'm very
Well,
proud.
don't attack somebody with a weapon, and that wouldn't happen.
If he hadn't been
Called
there
common
with,
sense.
if he hadn't been there being, vigilante justice, that wouldn't have happened either.
I know PDF files will be
But he
running
was.
around.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
attacking
Did
young
Kyle
women.
Rittenhouse know he was
Kyle
a
Rittenhouse was
PD3O?
protecting a
Did
building
he know that?
Not.
No, that's
No.
irrelevant. That's
It
irrelevant.
is relevant because you're saying, oh, he deserved it because he's a PD3. He didn't know that. That could have been anyone. It just so happened that he was a P3.
I said he coincidentally did end 2 PDF files. So good for him.
You're
very
saying
happy
just
about
because it was relayed after the fact that these people were former criminals.
I know I know you people love sticking up for PDF files. I get it, man. Like, I know.
They voted for
Oh, why
one.
is Epstein or why is Trump in the Epstein files 5,000 times then?
Where was he at the island? Please show me that in the file. Please throw that up.
There's one where he was actually said that to be a part of a schmurder of a child. So,
Okay, well,
what do you say about that?
Throw that up in the files. Show me that.
It's in there.
Show me.
Okay, so we've gotten
Oh
a
my
little,
God, that's
we've
funny.
gone a little off track
You
here.
can't show me.
Which I mean is fine, generally speaking, but now we're getting into like conspiracies and stuff.
I'm ready to.
Well, you've been talking about that all.
Yeah,
all,
I
the last
don't.
hour.
Yeah, I don't think. Let's see, unknown and legendary haven't spoken yet, and Claw just showed up. So, unknown, if you want to go ahead, or have you been talking?
I've been talking.
Oh, you have been. Okay, the legendary, go ahead.
Yeah, I just introduced myself, not that I made an introduction. 46 Georgia, previous Democrat, turned Republican in the mid 2000s, voted for Trump 3 times. I'd like to add that that the previous guy that was up on here before all of us were up here, you kind of made a fool of yourself, host, when you contradicted yourself time and time again, talking about BLM and justifying people rioting and harming others, and then you say, "No, I didn't justify it." But I don't want to rehash that, but I just
Well,
wanted
you
to
brought
point
it
that
up.
out, that
You
first
did
guy.
rehash it. So do you see how you
Absolutely
just
could.
contradicted yourself?
How?
You said I don't want to rehash it right after you saying right after rehashing it.
Right, I'm not going to sit here for 30 minutes and repeat what he said and absolutely.
Okay, so you
dog-walk
just want to
on.
come up here and
Oh.
talk shit, and then, but you know, look, I'm going to move on from that.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll let you go back and listen to your own video, but yeah,
Oh, hold
you
on,
kind of
real
made a fool of
quick.
yourself.
Guess, remove KMF 86. I've got to drop you. I don't know what violation. I think misinformation. It said.
Probably misinformation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Yeah, misinformation. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I made a fool of myself. Who knows? It's fucking TikTok. They fucking get you for misinformation for everything. The sky is blue. No, it was cloudy. That's misinformation.
I think it was because he said Antifa caused the January 6 riots.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is technically misinformation, so. And still didn't prove it. Anyway, so legendary, you were saying. Go ahead and finish your thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter.
You said that already.
I still support Trump. Yep. Well, no, I said I voted for Trump 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so we're supposed to assume that you're not a Trump supporter if you voted for Trump 3 times? Bro, what? Who made a fool of who?
There's people. Well, there's dumb people out there who vote for certain people and
3 times.
Then they
I agree.
On exactly how they said that they were going to do it, and then they were like, "Well, I didn't vote for that," which I did. This is exactly what we voted for.
You
exactly
voted to shoot U.S. citizens in the face.
Well, don't try to run them out. Don't try to run over the officer with your vehicle.
She wasn't.
She
wasn't. I'll finish your sentence for you.
Did she put it in drive? Yes or no? Did she put it in drive?
Yes. Because she was trying to get away.
And when she put it in drive and started forward, where was that officer at?
He placed himself in front of the vehicle like he's not supposed to do. Like he's not supposed to do. And even the guy that you think that made a fool out of me or whatever, even that guy acknowledged that he violated his own policy. They're not supposed to do that.
No.
They're not supposed to do that.
So when he decided to go around and assist the other 2 officers, what caused him to go around and
he wasn't assisting he wasn't assisting the other 2 officers.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He was in the process
he wasn't.
of going over there.
He was literally filming all around the
other 2
vehicle
officers
he was filming all the way around he was filming all the way around the vehicle with his cell phone.
Okay,
and then put himself in front of the vehicle.
Right?
Yes, as
And
he's
then
going
after
around.
he walked around the
Yes.
vehicles, that's when the other two officers showed up. And when the officers showed up, what did those officers say?
Get the fuck out of the car.
Right. And then that, as soon as they said that, he went into another mode, which is okay, now we are detaining and arresting her. So that's when he started to go around and assist the other two officers.
It's an
At
unlawful
which time
arrest.
she put the how is it an unlawful arrest?
ICE has no authority over U.S. citizens.
Yes, they do. According
No,
to
they
8
don't.
U.S. Code 1357A5B. You might want to go look that up.
No, they don't.
8 U.S. Code
No.
1357.
The only time that they can
Yep.
deal with
Yep.
U.S. citizens is
Section
if
A5B.
they see them violating a federal law.
There you go.
That's the
Now
only
you're
time.
learning. Now, what federal
But
law did she?
She
what
wasn't.
federal law did
She
she
wasn't
break? Yes,
impeding
she did.
because in that
What
video,
federal- Yes, she was.
you can see multiple vehicles going around her, which means she wasn't impeding anybody. And they had stopped and was talking to her. Prior to those ICE agents showing up, she wasn't impeding anybody. They weren't even there. They could have gone around her. They chose not
Yes,
to.
they were. In fact,
She wasn't violating
they
a
pulled up-
federal law. And do you remember the
She was.
cell phone footage that they released? Did you hear what they were talking about? They were talking about the tags. They had an issue with them having out-of-state tags. That was the conversation they were having. Guess what ICE can't do, bro? They can't traffic stop you for your tag.
Right, I agree with that 100%, but that's not why
Yet
they
that's
were
what they
detaining
were
her.
talking about.
No.
Not one
Show me
of
proof
them
of that.
said anything about impeding. You don't get to pretext this shit.
Dude, the
after
police
the
chief
fact.
said that that's why they were going to detain her, because she was impeding all morning. The police chief said that, not
No.
the ICE agent.
No.
Yes, do you want to hear it? You want me to
No.
play it for you?
She wasn't
No,
impeding
you don't want
them.
me to show proof?
She wasn't impeding them. You want me to prove it to you?
Yes, I can prove
You
that
want me
she
to,
was.
you want me to prove to you that she wasn't impeding them?
Yes, and I'll prove to you that she was. You want to
All
make well, no, I'm not going to bet anymore, you guys, because you don't pay up. But yeah, so you pull up your source,
Hold
and
on.
I'll pull up mine.
Well, I'll pull up the source. It's called the fucking video. Here we go. You want to watch this?
Oh,
Do you
well,
see
no,
this?
no,
hold,
no.
hold on. Do you see this car right here? Do you see this car?
Ooh,
Do you see the car? Do you see this
Yep,
vehicle? Okay, now watch what
Yeah.
it does. Watch what it does. Tell me what it does. Describe it while you watch it. What did it just do?
it went around, but who was that vehicle? That just went around.
It went around that
No,
vehicle.
in that other vehicle, yeah.
And watch
You know who's in there?
watch what this woman does.
Do you know
Watch
who's in the other vehicle? Do you know?
watch the arm.
Her fellow protesters.
Watch her arm.
Legendary, watch the arm.
Watch her arm. She's waving them on, bro. She literally
What is she doing
waves
right
the
now?
next vehicle on. Look at the next vehicle that shows up, sir. Watch the next vehicle. That vehicle
What is she
she
doing?
waved on. She waved that truck on. Did you not see that? I
No.
told you I would
No, I
prove it
didn't.
to you.
No.
That's not impeding.
Oh.
Guess who's impeding traffic? These
It
ICE
is
agents.
Hold on.
They
I wanna
parked
show
in
you
the middle of the road.
You're about to get all walked. Hold on. Let me pull
Okay,
this up.
get your leash.
Yep, get on my leash and put me on it right now.
I know you love compliance and you think everybody should just
I guess
be
you
on
haven't seen this
leashes.
video yet, have you?
I've seen all the videos.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull
No, I
up
don't
that
think he
super
has.
grainy ring camera.
The
footage.
really grainy, the one that I
Yeah.
have, I'll pull it up for you.
No,
I'll pull it up for you. Oh, you got a special video,
Or
do you?
the fake internet footage.
You got a fake
got a
video
good one
for
for
us?
So,
There are a shit ton
I
of
could
fake
share it.
so I got
photographs,
two
by the
videos.
way.
I got one of the police chief telling you that she was impeding all day.
Was the police chief
And-
there?
No, but he's seen the videos.
No.
Just like I'm about to show you.
Oh, so your proof is the words of somebody who wasn't there. And you just watched the video.
video.
Listen, you just watched the video of a woman literally waving the ICE vehicle around her after another vehicle had just passed her, and you're going to try and convince me that she was impeding those officers.
Yeah, because she didn't wave the ICE vehicle over.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
This is the
And
okay. Let's watch
she
it.
did it all day long. That doesn't make it so.
She literally waved them on, and the next vehicle was the fucking truck. Was the ICE truck?
So here we go. You ready?
Well, we got two competing videos here.
There you go. I turn the volume up on it. There you go. I played that.
No, I don't think this
Who
this
is that
doesn't argue what
honking?
you think it does.
Who is honking
It's her,
right
but that
now?
doesn't justify what happened
Who
later.
is that honking? Who is the honking? Just curious. Who's honking?
You're about to see
That
it.
would be Renee. Why is that car in the middle of the road?
Who knows?
She's going to move
Why is she
later.
dancing around, honking her horn?
Is it
hasn't
in the
moved
middle
yet.
of the road, bro? Is it?
She's in the middle of the road.
She's not in the
Where's
middle of
That's
the
not
road.
the middle of the
She's
road.
in the middle of one lane, bitch. It's a listen.
guys,
Hey, legendary. It
That
is a
vehicle is coming.
Yo, man.
one-way. It is a one-way street there
Do
with
not call
two
me on my
lanes.
name.
She is
I have
covering
not
one
responded
lane.
to you in that disrespectful manner. You
Who?
need to calm down.
Who are you
I
talking
don't
to?
know why you're getting so emotional. Why are you so emotional, bro?
Who are you
Don't
talking
melt
to?
down,
Which one?
snowflake.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Mr. wants to call himself legendary. Bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yeah. What did he say?
I got another
Well,
fan.
evidently to you, I'm
Dude,
just
my
some
fans just
bitch.
follow me all around.
So,
Yeah, I got fans following me all around. Anyway,
cool.
back to
Can I
the
say something?
the
No,
video.
hold on, wait. I shared the video.
Turn the video up and listen to the chaotic.
No, that's
environment
whistling.
Wait,
That's
chaotic?
whistling.
What are you talking about?
That's chaotic.
Chaotic.
They're-
So
I mean, there's a vehicle right in the middle of the fucking road.
it's not in the middle of the
Legend.
road, man.
It's in the middle of the road.
Listen, legendary. I pulled it
It's
up on
in the
Google
middle of
Maps.
the road.
Let me explain something to you. That road is a one-way street. Those are two lanes going the same direction. Her vehicle
She's in
is
the middle
only
of the
blocking
road.
her. No, she's not. Let
She's
me
in
pull.
the middle of the
Okay,
road.
this guy hasn't even taken 2 seconds to look this up. I'm going to pull it
I
up
did.
for you.
It
We're
I
going
doesn't
to go.
even matter.
More
It
than
doesn't
anybody
matter.
out there. But
It
she was
doesn't
doing this
even
all
matter,
morning,
regardless
impeding,
of anything.
committing a felony,
Is this a death
federal
sentence?
offense. She is committing a felony by
That's not
impeding
a
the
death
officers
sentence, though. I'm telling
No.
you.
Why
No,
does this
She's warning her
deserve
neighbor.
I
to be?
agree.
Why did she
I
deserve to
agree.
be
But when
shot in the
she takes her
face?
vehicle and turns her
Uh-huh.
vehicle into a weapon, and then she gets pew
She didn't.
that is
No.
on her. She
That's a
did.
lie. That's a lie.
Guys, I'm sorry.
You turned
but
her
she did.
wheels. The same
Also,
way if
I
you were going
understand
to
that
hit a
you want-
post, you back up
Hang on.
and turn your wheels
Legendary.
and you move on.
I
They never-
understand that you
Can I
don't
show you
like to be
guys
true,
this?
but it is.
They never
Okay.
told her to move. They just said get out of the car. They never.
Yeah, I'm gonna
they
walk you
never
guys
asked
through
her
this,
to
okay?
into a
move.
weapon.
They
She
just
should
I'm not
never
gonna have
turn
the
her
sound
vehicle
'cause-
into a weapon. That was
Why didn't
bad.
they-
The
why
same
didn't
way
they
you
tell her
think
to
your
go?
brain is a weapon. Oh my God, this is why college education
my brain
needs to
is a
be
weapon.
free.
Apparently not.
Popcorn, I've been in so many lives with you. Your brain is not a weapon, I assure you.
Well, I mean,
Well,
you've
this
yet to
is the
prove it
guy.
otherwise.
This is the guy who said that I contradicted myself constantly,
did for
and then
like
immediately he
45 minutes
contradicts himself.
For 45 minutes
look,
straight.
her
Yeah,
car's
she
in a
did.
different
like,
place. We'll hear in a minute.
I'm going to talk about something, and then
She's
I'm going to
backed
say,
up. She's
but I
actually
don't want to
backed up in
talk
this
about
video
that
part.
thing.
She's already backed up on this part, guy. Hey, Legend, she already backed up. Here later on in the video, she's already backed up to get out of the way.
But
And
what
then
is
the
she
guy
doing
who
right
winds up
now?
shooting. She's trying to
what?
protect her neighborhood. She's trying to get ICE out of her neighborhood.
By
She's
doing
encouraging
what?
them to. She's distracting them.
She's
She's
illegal.
distracting
Whatever the fuck
He
she
acted
wants,
hell is
bro.
that?
outside of his scope. period. And as somebody who used to drive ambulance for about 8.5 years in Los Angeles and worked with PD,
See, she is
this
blocking
is so
traffic.
grossly
Look at how that
outside of
traffic
the
is
No,
kind
no,
of
purview
no.
of
cluttered
She's
up in
any
going.
that
police
Shut up,
She's
semi-road
not
there.
officer.
blocking
And these
traffic, man.
motherfuckers ain't police.
That right there is
Look.
blocking traffic. That right
Hey,
there is
look who's
blocking
blocking
traffic.
traffic. The shooter. The shooter's blocking traffic because you
Where?
can't go around the back of her now.
No, he's
Okay,
going.
because she backed up to let
Are you
this
talking
lane
about the one
go.
to the left? Yeah, he's finding out what the hell her problem is, and he's going to go report her and have her arrested by local authorities. But what he didn't realize is the other two cops that showed up here in about a minute have already tried to detain her, but she took off and ran. So that
No,
was
that's I don't. I've never
That's
heard of that.
ICE.
Nor
That's
would I.
not law
Literally,
enforcement.
y'all, you can't argue
Okay,
with a brick wall.
real quick.
You can't do it.
I'm gonna pull
But
this.
again, she
Let
committed
me
a
pull this up.
felony.
Okay, hold
Not a
on.
That was
felony.
a law she broke.
Legendary.
Traffic
Hold on.
violation is a
Okay,
misdemeanor.
I want you
So
to
yes,
look.
they can arrest
I
her.
want you to
detain her.
look at this.
Nope, they can't.
This is what
Yes,
the
they can. According to
legendary.
8 U.S. Code 1357.
Legendary. This is what the street looks like. It is a one
I don't care.
way street, and this is
Cool.
a bike lane and parking.
Don't care.
She is
She
covering
was blocking
this
traffic.
part. She isn't. Are you telling me? Let me get this straight. If I shows
Dude,
up,
look at that
if
car.
I
She's
shows
blocking
up,
traffic.
if I shows up and they're picking up a trash can, do the ICE agents
She's
get to
blocking
walk up?
traffic
Do
big
you?
time, dude.
Holy
It's
fuck!
crazy.
Okay, I know that you realize you're losing because you don't shut up,
Dude,
and you're interrupting, and so I'm going to start muting you because
You-
while I'm speaking, I'm the host, bitch. While I'm speaking, you shut your fucking mouth. If you don't like it, you can go.
you're getting
Okay.
close.
Listen, if you don't like it, you can drop your bitch ass down back into the fucking comments. If you want to stay up here, what you're going to do is shut the fuck up. Because if you keep interrupting me while I'm speaking, I'm just going to drop you.
I don't.
Okay? That's how I operate.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. This is a one-way street. It has 2 lanes. While, yes, she is covering one of these lanes,
Still blocking.
the other lane is travelable, as is evident in the video I literally just showed your ass, and I'll show it to you again right now. You watch this shit. This vehicle, you see this is the line right here. That's the other fucking lane. Watch as that car goes right around. She is not
Now, who's
blocking
in that car?
traffic. She is
Who's
not.
in that
I
car?
don't give a fuck. A unicorn
I do.
with a dog
I do.
shoved up its ass could be driving that car, and I wouldn't
That
care.
is her friend that she let around her. That's her friend. That's her
I don't give a
co-conspirator in all
shit.
this.
Watch her
No,
arm
it's
now.
not.
Watch
That's
her
how she got
arm.
around.
Legendary.
You
That's how
pulled
she
her
got
into the
around.
road.
Watch her. Okay, legendary. Shh. Watch her
Get an
arm.
eye exam.
The next vehicle that comes up is the ICE truck. I want you to watch her arm. She waves that vehicle on. And you tell me that she was impeding. And that allows the
She
ICE
is.
agents who have no authority over U.S. citizens to go and pull her out of her vehicle. That is not true. That is not a true statement. And you are just
It is.
complying for the sake of complying. You want the government to be tyrannical against a group of
No, I
people
don't.
that you don't like. And that's what you're simping for.
That's why I turned my back on the Democratic Party years ago.
Yep,
Because I
he's
don't
for
want
warrantless search and
a
seizure.
big massive government. But
I turned
yes,
my
I do
back on
agree
the
that
Republican
she
Party
was
about a decade
protesting,
ago.
which is fine. And then she impeded
What
the
does that
officers
mean?
that day all morning. We got video proof of it. We see it. It's going to hold up in the
There's
court.
there's no use.
The guy
'cause
may, if he does go to court, he's going to get off.
We get it.
Just
We get it. She could have been parked.
because
She could have been parked in a parking
lot.
lot, honking the horn, and you would have said that it's a weapons attack by honking the horn, and he
No,
would have been,
no.
yeah, you would have found some justification. She looked at him
so
wrong.
now
She
you're assuming and
farted.
making
She farted right before he walked up
claims
there.
that I believe.
She was waving his fart to the ICE
That
agent.
means
That
that
is a
you lost the
biological
debate.
attack. That is a
Hey,
biological attack. This is
That
what
means
this
you
guy would
lost
do.
the debate.
Can I ask?
You
Can I
lost
ask
the
Legend a
debate.
question?
That's all that means. When you say that, that means you lost the debate.
It's called hyperbole.
Does anybody else want to try me?
Yeah,
No, that's
He's gonna
not
pronounce
hyperbole.
it
That just means that
hyperboil.
you lost the debate.
It's
Legend.
hyperbole, okay?
Trying to tell me how I feel.
Legend.
So,
Legend. Or a
take the
man
L.
recently got arrested by ICE for following
Cool.
them. Is that legal?
Cool. I don't have the full story, so I can't comment on it.
That's
But
that's
Yes,
I do
literally
have the
that's
full
you
story
literally
can
on
the
where
full
they
story.
follow ICE officers, and it is not punishable by law. Go look at the DOJ
Right, I
website.
agree with that. Yeah,
Okay, so you
You
I
agree
agree.
can
that
That
ICE
sounds
is
swear
like
at
unlawful?
them. You can flip off your middle finger. You can call
absolutely
them
yes. Yeah,
derogatory.
no problem with that.
Everything. You can do
No,
all of
no
that stuff.
problem with that.
Well,
No
She
people got
problem
didn't
with that.
arrested for
do
it.
Just don't
a
get in the way and impede
goddamn thing.
operations.
Well, they got
She was
arrested
not
for it.
threatening. She was
Just
trying
don't
to
impede
leave the
operations.
scene. Grow the fuck up. I can't.
Well,
I just
Legend,
can't. I can't. There's
Don't
they
like,
got
impede operations.
they got arrested for
And
not
don't use your
impeding.
vehicle as a weapon, and that kind of stuff won't happen.
They live in an alternate universe, this
you
guy.
couldn't even use your brain as a
Yes, I
weapon,
know they
sir.
live in an alternate universe. I would agree with that.
I'm talking about you.
Well, I'm
You
talking about
exist
y'all.
in this Rick and Morty dimension.
Do I really?
Yes,
Do I really?
and what you see is not actually what you're seeing. It's this other dimension. It's this alternate fucking universe that you exist in, and
So
then you
why is
bring
it
that
I
shit
see
over
it one
here.
way and you see it another? Why is that?
I'm sorry. Come again.
Why?
I was
I said,
talking,
why
so
is
I
it
didn't
that
hear what
see
you
it
said.
one way? Well, you were done talking. So
I
why?
wasn't. That's why I didn't
Why is
hear
it I
you.
see one thing
Explanation.
and you see another thing?
Because I'm not looking at it from
I'm
the
waiting.
I'm not looking at it from the standpoint of fucking come down on me harder, daddy. Please put the cuffs on me harder, daddy. Come on, oh, give it to me. Please tell me what to do. Oh, can you give me the tread mark?
That is something that you guys do
give me
like.
the tread mark. You guys,
So
the
That
don't
is
tread
something
on me
y'all like.
crowd. It's
that's what I was
like,
about to say.
please tread
I'm a
on me, daddy.
Republican. I've
Fucking
been a Republican
gross.
my entire
Liberal.
life,
crazy.
and
Liberal.
I've been a Republican my entire life, and we've always said don't tread on me. But now, so now, if we're the party of compliance, if we have to always comply with federal police officers who don't have to give people who don't have to give their suspects due process, what do we need the Second Amendment for? I'm just curious now. If we're going to be the party of compliance, always comply with the federal government, why do we need the Second Amendment? Let's get rid of it. Hand in
Exactly.
your guns.
See, MAGA's
Well, no,
just
because of self-defense, you got to be
fracturing
able
into
to defend
pieces.
yourself.
Yeah, I
So,
was going to ask about that.
like all the criminals that came over across the border. That's why we got the
How about
PQs.
all of the people who are beating up police on January 6th getting a pardon? Like, come
Well,
on.
according to the host, there's nothing wrong with January 6th. They're just standing up for themselves.
What? I never said there was nothing
I'm
wrong with
pretty
January
sure he
6th.
never
Exactly what
fucking
you said.
said that shit.
That's
This
exactly
is what
you said
Galt was
earlier before
doing.
I joined.
No, this is what the guy that was up here was doing. He was making claims that I never said.
Dude, you
Popcorn,
sounded
did your
such
Kool-Aid expire?
a fool. You
Did
sound
your
like such a
Kool-Aid
fool.
expire? I have been coming into the
Dude, y'all
shush.
been on
Why
Kool-Aid
would that
for
even make sense?
decades.
Why would that make sense? Why would he
Decades.
even make the
Dude, you
claim that
guys are the
nothing
ones running
happened on
around
January
calling
6th?
boys girls.
Hey,
You guys are the ones
there's
running
Okay,
around
okay,
calling boys to
okay.
be girls.
I'm gonna bring in the timer. I'm gonna bring in the timer because I can't hear anybody. So let me. I think Claw, were you trying to say something just now? Was that you? Let me go to you, and then I'm gonna bring in the new people. Go ahead. I'll get the timer going.
Thank you. From a purely scientific aspect, as a licensed optician and contact lens fitter, and somebody who's worked in the optical field for like 1.5 billion years at this point, after driving ambulance and working in the healthcare field, what you see is dependent on what your brain is capable of. Your eyeballs are just the input for the information. It is the limitations of your brain that keeps you from being able to see reason. That's one statement. And second of all, why did all of this ish go down? And she deserved to lose her life? Have you never started to like hit something and then back your car up and turn the wheels away to try to drive around it? Like, what the fuck? I'm so mad that you're this dumb. That's it. I'm done.
All right, thank you. Now let me get to since I think Legendary, you may be the only opposition. Do we have any other opposition on the panel right now? Because if not, he's going to get the rebuttal. Rebuttals are 45 seconds. So go ahead, Legendary, if you'd like to respond.
Right. So saying that I'm that I'm an idiot or whatever, that's fine, but you can't prove that. You can only say that. But no, I've never backed up and went forward and backward and all that stuff in order to avoid something. Especially when an officer is telling me to get out of the vehicle and place me on arrest. Of course, I would never put myself in that situation to begin with. Uh, Number three, there was uh, a previous live earlier today that asked me if my daughter was in that position, if I would be upset. I would be upset if my daughter did what Renee Good did. Feel bad for her, and I would feel extremely upset and sad and down if my daughter was unalive, but I would not blame the cop.
Well, Renee was standing up for what she believed was right. Whether you agree with it or not, that should be something that's applauded and not stigmatized negatively, I would say.
As long as you don't interfere with operations, which she did.
But she wasn't. And that, like, it's clear from the video.
I think she was, and the police chief thinks she was.
But you and I aren't going to agree on that, so we can just move on from there.
Right.
Now, the next Jamal, I think, hasn't spoken. It'll be Jamal, MBW, and then Bunny. Jamal, go ahead.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me, host.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, gonna try to get some type of middle ground on people. I know that there was like this threat of Obama and Biden taking the pew-pews away. And if we're like at this stage where any government agency that goes to American citizen, if they sent ATF to people's houses and said, hey, give me your gun so we can just check them out, like these same people will be like, I'll wait for the courts to give me my pew-pews back. And even though I'm a citizen and I have a right to protest or have a right to have my 2A, I'm not going to have a problem with ATF because they're an agency, and I'm going to comply first if they come and say, hey, hand over your stuff so we can register it and we'll give it back and it's cool. I just want to know from these people, like, is that cool also? That's what I want to know. I'm done.
Okay, that would be too legendary. I believe the only opposition here, unless MDOT, are you opposition as well?
No, we can't have the government in our business.
Okay, so you're not okay, so legendary, go ahead. 45 seconds for you.
Is McClown or McLovin, is he opposition?
I don't believe so. And if you are opposition to anything that's brought up, please let me know, because otherwise legendary will get the 45 seconds every time because we only have the one opposition. I don't like
McLovin and somebody else. The other person's always in the opposite position.
Mr. Host?
Yeah.
Are you
Let
filibustering?
McLovin comment on it.
Remember I came up earlier today and I had the conversation of waiting to fight your battle in court instead of right there with the officer. Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's why I asked if you were opposition on this, because I didn't know anything other than that. But you disagreeing with that doesn't mean that you're opposition in this. That's why I asked. But you just got here, and there's been people that haven't spoken. Okay, I'll get back to you.
I'll be on mute.
Well, Jamal, thank you, though. His point was well made anyway. Bunny, go ahead.
Hello.
It's good to see you. You actually requested up. Yay.
And I actually got to speak.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get to talk earlier. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. It wasn't your fault. I was on a time crunch, and you had some that weren't really letting anyone speak. I'm not actually going to address the idiot with the Viking picture, but completely missing the Viking morals. Yeah, we're not going to address that dude. But I did want to come up to do the normal. Everybody, please tap. Please share the live. It's absolutely free to tap. Only a penny to give in the heart me. And, that really helps get this live out, gets some more opposition so we don't have to listen to the same stupid thing over and over again. Gives us all a chance to have a clean palate. So, yeah, just share, and all the things.
And gift. Don't forget.
And gift. No. Please gift. If you have it, give it.
Thank you, Bunny. I appreciate that. Are you going to hang around and offer a thought at some point?
I can. Yeah, I'm.
Okay. because I don't ever get to hear
more,
from you. But for people who aren't familiar with my show, I do morning shows, generally speaking, and Bunny always accidentally requests up while she's tapping, so I never know when I see her in the request box if it's on accident or not. So this morning and now tonight, she actually did request up on purpose. So I appreciate you, Bunny. But hang around and we'll get to you. MBW, you'd be next, and thank you for the PSA. MBW, go ahead.
Hi, Liberal. So, yeah, I'm not going to address Legendary till the very end because I have something to say to him. But there is another viral video going out there of a young man who got hit in the eye and dragged by ICE agents, and now he is permanently blinded in that eye. And this has got to stop. Whether you support Trump or you don't, I sure as hell don't. You have to learn or look at what is right and wrong. And if you can't do that, I don't know where this country is going to go. I really don't. Because whether or not you believe, yes, that video, that is sickening. And if you're going to cheer for that, Popcorn, if you're going to say that's okay, why did President Trump tell Iran, keep protesting, but we can't protest here? And you are the people that are causing the violence. You are the agitators.
Yeah.
So
Great
my last
point.
thing is pay Matt, Popcorn.
Yeah, I think that's a
And to
fair
respond to
comparison. Yeah, go ahead. 45 seconds.
Yep. So one, Matt owes me $500. We all know that. Actually, it's $1,000 now. Number two, it's actually the first time I've seen that video, but I'll see them tussling with the officers. So I like to see the full context of the video, see the whole video. And number three, what was the other thing that you said? You said something about
Off with their heads.
protesting. All right. So I have no problem with protesting. No problem at all. No problem with protesting. I've been saying that for the last week. Nobody has a problem with protesting. Even ICE doesn't have a problem with protesting. What they got a problem with is when you interfere with their operations, which we haven't seen, throwing stuff at them, smashing out their windows. They've been doing this for months and months and months. They've been doing this for almost a year. And it's crazy. And you guys just sit by and ignore it. And you're just wrong. And yeah. Wish I had more time.
From what I understand, sure. Who is that? Is that Jamal?
This is Jamal. I just think it speaks loudly that he was so eager to respond to that and not to the 2A. And I wonder when he said he has no problem with protests, I wonder did he support Colin Kaepernick's protest?
That's a good question. You want to answer that, Legendary?
That's a great question. One, the way I see it, in assessing all that is subjective, but the way I see it, me personally, I think when you take a knee and protest the national anthem, that's protesting the flag, and that flag to me represents freedom. It represents anti-tyranny. It represents the elimination of slavery. I'm not saying our country's perfect, but I mean, every country that I've been to around the world, all of their citizens respect their flags, and I respect that. The Japanese are really good about respecting their elders and respecting their flag. That's something that Americans don't have, as y'all are demonstrating up here. And it's like y'all have no pride in yourselves and no pride in America.
So the Japanese are also very good in control and subjugation to the government and offering themselves as martyrs as well. So, as kamikaze pilots. So that's ridiculous to say that, try to use them as an example.
Well, I want to point out the irony in what Legendary said, that the flag represents freedom, while simultaneously this guy is telling you that you just have to comply with what the government says to you. Claims that we're free. Yet
I have a question about the flag.
Don't have the ability to remove ourselves from a situation from officers who have no authority over us. Just comply. Just give in.
These people who say they believe in freedom, they want to criminalize burning the flag as a form of protest. They believe in freedom so much they want to criminalize burning the flag.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's why the guy was shot in the eye.
I agree with that. Yes. I disagree with the Supreme Court.
They were burning a flag.
And so to me, as somebody,
yeah, like who does that?
Like, why do that?
You know what? I think I should burn a flag on this fucking show to show how ridiculous it is. Because it's ridiculous that a Chinese-made American flag is somehow representative of something that's so egregious to stomp on, or
so America
but you
is
can make underwear out of it.
So,
you can put brown shit streaks on this American flag underwear, but you can't burn it. You can't stomp on it.
The intent and context and
it's called symbolism.
Behind what you do with it.
It's a First Amendment right
so burning
to
the
free
American
speech.
Flag is
it's a First Amendment right.
I want to say something after liberal.
It's a First Amendment right to free speech that's symbolic.
Why
are you against
the Supreme
that?
Court, which I disagree with.
Yeah, to me, being allowed to burn the flag is the ultimate sign of freedom.
That's right.
That is the ultimate sign of being an American, because something that is so sacred, our flag, we are able to burn it in protest of what our government does. That is the true ideal of freedom, and that is true liberalism, is that burning the flag is the highest form of respectful protest in a democracy.
No, it's actually not.
No, it actually it respects the rights that flag represents more than just about anything else that you could do.
And then what you end up having is
if you want to talk about treating the flag with respect, if you all want to talk about treating the flag with respect, MAGA needs to go read the flag rules, because you all desecrate the flag every day with your apparel, by hanging it on your trucks, by hanging it on your wall. Go read the flag book. You desecrate the flag all day long.
About it. Yes, I know all about it.
So don't sit here and talk about like you idolize. So don't sit here and act like the flag means something to you when we all can see that it clearly doesn't.
It does. It does. And also, it says a lot about a country.
You can't drop yourself. Real quick, Legendary. I just because I'm in a later time frame and a lot of people probably haven't seen my show. If you need to drop yourself from my panel, you can do so at any point. Okay. I'm not going to hold you back. I've spoken to my agent, and my agent says it does not hurt the live for people to drop themselves.
Well, keep on fighting the good fight, and Legendary, fuck off.
Thank you, MBW. I have a feeling there's some history there between you two. Anyway, Legendary, I think you were talking. Go ahead and land your plane, and then we can move on.
So when you allow that to be the ultimate version of freedom, what you end up having is a nation full of people that do not respect its nation, do not respect its laws, do not respect its symbol, which is the flag, do not respect the national anthem. That's what you end up having.
You're full of shit. Is my answer in response.
Full of vigilantes.
Can I say something about that?
Marxist, communist,
I
people
really
that
don't
have
care
no
about
respect
the opinion
for
of
anything
conservative.
other than anarchy and chaos. That's the
all
only
I have
thing
to know is
y'all
that you think that you're conservative, and once I know that, then I know that you wore a white mask in the time of the Triple K. I know you wore a rebel flag in the time of the Civil War. Everything. I know exactly who you are, because Lincoln was a Republican.
So you can't debate your views, so instead you can call
and Lincoln, he addressed his opponents, the Democrats, as the conservatives, or the so-called conservatives. Pretty much Lincoln called the people who called themselves conservatives a bunch of hypocrites, and proved how they weren't really, quote unquote,
So McLovin just took the L.
Well,
actually,
not.
My phone went down low, so I don't know where it stopped at. But
if you resort to name calling, then you have lost the argument.
We heard basically everything you said.
It's been fun.
Conservatives have always been on the wrong side of history, and they'll be on the wrong side of history this time too.
Okay, so
is anybody familiar with the third stanza of the national anthem?
Real quick. Which is fucking racist. I brought that up, and actually liberals got pissed off at me for having a problem with the third stanza of the fucking. I don't understand why it's still our national anthem. I don't understand it. It shouldn't be. It should be something else. These racist motherfuckers, even liberals, because it's racist.
What should it be? Kanye through the wire? Should that be our?
I don't know. We can collectively come up with something better than a fucking racist song.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. We clearly did not.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry. Did he just invoke Kanye?
I've got a black friend though, y'all. I ain't racist. I ain't racist. I've got a black friend. Look at him. Anyway, M. Dot. M. Dot. M. Dot. M. Dot. Go ahead.
Well, just to speak on the topic that we're talking about now, I mean, like, this is our home. This is our country. I don't know why anybody would want to burn the flag. Like, I understand that you may be unhappy with the situation and the current politics, but I don't think it's right to burn the flag. And I know you say that, you know, individuals do desecrate the flag all the time. They put it on apparel, they put it on hats, they put it on this. And I don't agree with that, but I don't think anybody should burn the flag. I mean, that's like, I mean, I'm not saying that one's right and one's wrong. I just don't agree with it. However, my stance on the Renee Good situation, it's not good. You know, it sucks that it happened. It's extremely unfortunate. However, we don't know. It's about what the officer felt in that situation. Did he feel like his life was in imminent danger? Did he feel like she was going to hit him with the car? Was there a lot of commotion? Was there a lot of chaos? Yes, and they are trained to handle that situation. But that's what he was dealing with. That's how I felt, and I'm assuming that's probably why. Sorry, that timer made me start talking faster. That's why he did what he did. We won't know until if there is even a full investigation. But I mean, until we know, we can speculate all we want. But until there's like a full investigation into it, we don't know.
Well, we can look at the actions of the ICE agent, right? This man is psychopathic level. This man the entire time had his cell phone in his left hand, never dropped it. After he shot this person, he said, "fucking bitch." And he said it just pretty much calm. He fucking meanders his slow dumb ass over to the car real slow, walking on the ice without any issues. He looks into the car to see if he did what he meant to do. He did. He turned around, walked real slow, wasn't even out of breath. The guy wasn't excited at all. There was no adrenaline dump. There was no adrenaline rush. He said, "call 911. He got in a vehicle, and he probably went home to play Xbox and jerk off. This guy is a psycho. This guy is a straight-up fucking psychopath.
Went to the hospital.
I question whether this dude isn't Dexter in an ICE uniform.
So I don't agree with.
And according to the doctor's report, he had internal bleeding, according to the medical report that's released.
Right.
So
yeah,
but that's where he went.
But that was from the night before.
Can I add in? He also took the time to change hands while he's filming.
That's right. Right before he shot her.
Yeah, to change hands so that he could free up his other one to grab that pew pew.
He knew
premeditated.
That's
in
right.
those videos, yeah, because he got
great point,
he got
buddy.
hit by a car before, right? Previously, he got drugged by a vehicle.
He did.
Yes, he did.
So I bet you he's like,
because he's a smart one. This guy.
So he's like, next time you know what I'm gonna do, or next time you know what you should do. I mean, he was he didn't even. There was no hesitation once she started to drive for him. Well,
within 2 seconds, he had pumped 3 rounds into her. From the time he grabbed his pistol to the third round was 2 seconds.
What's crazy is,
but you have to realize how fast an officer can withdraw their weapon and fire.
Hold on. I just want to say this to Liber. In the videos that you have, what's crazy is 10 seconds prior, he has no concern for his life. He is videotaping the other person who ends up getting in that car. So like 10 seconds prior, there is no concern for his life. And suddenly, this person who has supposedly fled multiple times, that's what some people on the right have said, this person fled multiple times during the day. So then what are they going to be doing again? Fleeing, right? That's what they're trying to do. And your own policy says that's not a reason to use deadly force. So again, it doesn't make sense.
Right, but he used deadly force because she put her car in drive and drove in his direction.
And
that's a great point there. Thank you for elaborating.
Let me.
You know what's also interesting is all the propaganda about the danger of ICE officers, but in like more than 16 months, there's been no ICE officer that's lost their life. And the last one was to melanoma, and that was during Biden administration. 2025, no ICE officers lost their life. So we hear about all this stuff, these requirements that they have to have these masks and everything else. They have to do this. But where is all this danger that we've been perceived? Meanwhile, there's been citizens, American citizens, that have lost their life from ICE officers. But,
and how come their
for some reason,
deportation
there
numbers
can't
aren't
be,
any better than
they can't be
Biden
like,
and Obama?
Because it's not about that. I don't know if you guys have.
hold on.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but they are snatching U.S. citizens up who are trying to give them their identification, and they won't look at it, and they're still grabbing them, and they're taking them to either a location to do it, or they do it right there. They have face scanning technology now. And I think that's what this is about. They're trying to just anybody that is of color. They want to scan their face into these AI systems that Teal and Palantir and all this other fucking these tech bros have created and implemented into our government. I think that's what this is about. Because keep in mind, guys, back during World War II, they used the technology they had available to them, and IBM was one of the companies that contracted with Hitler. They used these fucking punch cards. It was a new technology. They had the patent for it, and they were selling them this so they could get through all this registration, millions of records in record time. Of course, at the time it was, it would have been a lot harder to go through that. And they changed their census questions, which is Donald Trump is also trying to do, race, religion, various things like that. And they made a fucking, basically dossier of all the people in there so that when they finally did start going after people, they had all the information necessary. And I've got a clip of fucking, and I may have to look it up again, a Palantir saying sometimes we go after and hurt these countries and sometimes we kill people. It's the Palantir guy, the leading Palantir, not Peter Thiel, but the other crazy dude, saying this. So there is a goal that is outside of immigration. Immigration is just the excuse they're using to get, people who are, and I don't know if Legendary is a racist, but generally speaking, racist on board with this. Yeah, I don't know Legendary enough, so I can't speak.
Suspects due process, plain and simple. If you're a suspect,
can I just say something about the warning?
Doesn't due process start when you're detained, investigated, arrested? Isn't that when due process starts?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Digestion starts when you put food in your mouth. So, I don't know if you get the relation there, but I'm not sure what your point is. Make your point.
Well, he's saying that nobody gets due process, but the first part of due process starts when you're detained and investigated and arrested.
True.
It's like everybody does get due process when they're detained, investigated, and arrested.
The Supreme Court has ruled that that ICE can racially profile.
They said they can racially profile.
Yeah. Well, they can use
Those
race
words right there. Racially profile.
Yeah, they can.
You're able to racially profile the individuals that you are looking to detain.
ICE can, yes.
They can use race as along with other factors, is what they said.
Who does ICE not have the right to detain?
U.S. citizens. They don't have a right to detain U.S. citizens. Are we missing this fact?
No, and I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that's okay. Not even
unless they commit a crime.
Wait, you don't think what's okay?
And it depends on what the crime is.
If you're an American citizen, you haven't done anything wrong. Why would
if an American citizen commits a crime?
Wait, did you just?
That doesn't mean they can do something.
But federal crime.
Yeah. Only if it's federal.
To local authorities.
Mr. Host, you know
only
that
if it's federal.
even if you are detained, I don't believe that your day to fight it is right then and there. I think you should wait till you get to court. You know that.
Yeah, I know. You made that clear this morning. But again, I would disagree with that because, again, the Supreme Court has ruled that you're able to resist unlawful arrest. And because America has not done that, and we've generally had your similar outlook, it's like, well, look, just let them take you, let them kidnap you, and then deal with it later. That's guilty until you prove yourself innocent in front of a judge.
Yeah,
and I think that's wrong.
At that point, we don't need this. We don't need the Second Amendment anymore. So you'll have to comply with giving up your weapons.
A great point, McLovin. Yeah. I mean,
the best way to tackle
all of that goes
law
away.
Enforcement.
Yeah.
I don't think
the best way to tackle law enforcement that are corrupt and don't follow the guidelines and the procedures set forth is to not complain when they do, and then focus on the times when they don't, because all you're doing is muddying the water and making
See you,
complaints.
Jules.
It's like racism. When you
Or
call
what you do
everybody
is you burn the
racism, when
flag
an actual
because
racist comes up, it's harder to deal with it because you're calling everybody a racist. So when racism actually does happen and take place, people tend to be like, yeah, it's like the boy crying wolf. You know, you guys
It doesn't even matter
just
because even
saying the
if we
same
were to
thing.
stipulate that she was being legally detained, ICE's own policy says that a fleeing suspect, a fleeing vehicle is not cause for
Pew
that
pewing.
kind of force, plain and
Yes, I
simple.
agree with that, but that's not what
Now,
happened.
now, legendary. I'll
But
grant
that's not
you.
what happened.
I'll grant you that in all of what you said is a kernel of a little bit of truth, and I don't necessarily disagree that people should use these words in the way they're intended, because then everybody becomes racist, and then those words become meaningless. But that doesn't change the fact of the matter that we are in a racist country. And a lot of these policies appear to be affecting more so people of color, as you can see. I mean, they're going up to people of color and or people who have accents, and they're doing these things. I'm sorry if that's not a form of
Yeah, but
racism.
like your prompt. Well, one of the things up on your prompt.
Now,
one of the things on your prompt there, it just
their
said, should we fight against unlawful arrest? Can you give me 3 examples of an unlawful arrest so far in 2025 leading up to today?
Sure,
I got one for you.
every unlawful arrest. Let me tell you, if there's no warrant and they didn't see you commit a crime,
can you give me an example?
And they have no reasonable suspicion of you committing a crime, they have no right to arrest you.
Can you give me an example of an unlawful arrest, like a video or like a story where there's an actual unlawful arrest?
Go to your local police department and ask them for all disorderly conduct charges that have been filed at some point. And then I want you to follow those cases up and see the vast majority of them actually were dropped.
Right. They waited, they went to court, and then they were dropped, or they didn't even make it that far because it was dropped.
Because it was an unlawful arrest, and there was no evidence to back up the arrest. It wasn't a righteous arrest. Most of those disorderly conduct charges are just an excuse for the officer to arrest you because you're annoying him or you're annoying somebody else.
Right, and I'm not saying that it's great to allow that to continue to happen. However, I'm saying instead of escalating the situation, making it worse, if it's truly an unjust, unlawful arrest, like you said, that disorderly conduct that may not have meant anything, don't you think it's just best to say, you know what? I know I'm innocent. Go ahead, do your thing. I know it's not going to go anywhere.
You know, I taught my kids to not get into vans with masked strangers. Did you?
Like if somebody
If somebody
gets
well, okay.
but real quick.
Well, legendary. Hold on, because there
if
is
somebody gets
there.
Hold on, hold on, real quick.
Tend
to get dropped.
Well, and largely they do.
Drunken
Can I real quick
hold on,
make a request?
Catch My Cyanide is hasn't spoken yet. It's been waiting for a minute. Let's let Cyanide go. Go ahead, Cyanide.
Hey, what's up? I wanted to point out an instance where it was blatant. What's the word? Racial profiling. When ICE stopped, and this is on video, they stopped a couple that were both Native Americans. Demanded their ID. They went to get their ID, and before they could, they were ripped out of their car. If I remember correctly, they were held for 6 hours. So, what would be the point? What's their point in pulling over and trying to deport Native Americans who were literally here before the United States was a thing? That's what I want to know. That's all I got. You can end the timer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and I saw that the one where they punched them inside the vehicle. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, and they're just doing this willy nilly. It's and
right.
To M.4 would say, well, just let them punch you in the face, put your wrist out like this, and then go happily. No,
You got video of that? There, Catch. Do you have video of what you're talking about?
I can find it.
Devices.
I'll find it. I can't remember the name of the person. I thought it was Jose Ramirez, but that doesn't make any sense because they were indigenous.
So,
I will.
Liberal, you can literally pull it up on TikTok if you search up native versus police.
And I will tell you, the last thing that I would do is try to fight
native
a
versus
peace
ICE. My bad.
law enforcement or federal officer, because you know what the outcome could be.
We're native.
Oh God, I don't know why they did this way, but
that's it.
let me show this. This isn't a good clip, but it's the first one I came across. So let me.
And while you're pulling
Catch,
that
can
up,
you please mute in between? Your background noise is really hard to hear over. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's what I was hearing. Oh, that's so much better.
I'm so
Jeez,
sorry.
I could
My
hear
dog
it,
was
but
running around. I'm sorry.
I had like tuned it out, but it was still bothering me, and I didn't I didn't even realize it. Okay, here we go. Let me play this.
So I'm right by a road.
Oh well, I mean that sucks, but yeah, just keep muted, and whenever you need to talk, just unmute. That's fine. That sucks, man. All right, here we go.
Get your ID. We're native. What are you doing? Stop. Just get the ID. Police, can you help us? We're citizens. Bethel, get your ID. Just get the ID. Yes, he does. You just dropped on the seat. I just handed it to you. Why are you guys running? Because you guys are scary people. Let him scan your face. Why'd you hit him? No! What are you doing? No! Why? My nephew! Okay. Stop! Okay, Bethel! Ow! Bethel! No!
And look at that. When you comply, that was compliance. And see, I would have.
That one situation is not every occurrence.
But it's happening, and they think that they can get away with it. And somebody earlier, I think it was Legendary, was talking about how we fix bad police, because there are bad police and there are good police. The way we fix that shit is by holding these motherfuckers accountable when they do bad shit. We have given them way too much latitude and immunity from prosecution on things. And we have got to stop that, because if somebody knows they're not going to get in trouble, why the fuck would they not do it if you've got a psychopath on the force?
well, federal agents, I guess they have everlasting immunity, according to JD Vance.
Well, not from state crimes.
I just want to say something really quick.
Federally
Liberal.
protected.
Okay, I heard somebody say they wanted to say something really quick. Who's that?
More. That's me.
Go ahead. Yeah, you haven't talked in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm still kind of on so earlier Legend was all upset about the burning of flags. I found an article about France when they had their and I know this does tie into what we're talking to, and here's why: because we're in distress right now. Okay, we are in distress. What were you pointing at, Liberal?
Oh, that's the sign to tap the screen. Tap the screen.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
if you're
tap.
on the panel, though. If you're on the panel, don't tap. If you're in the comments, please tap.
So the thing is the flag burning is a sign of distress. Okay, so France, when they had protests, they were burning the French flag. So when the argument comes, I don't see anybody else in any other countries burning their flag. That's not true. They do burn their flag because it's freedom of speech. They're using their speech to say, hey, we're in distress right now. So when we have ICE people coming in doing what we're doing, and you've seen in these videos, that's our response: is we will burn the flag. We will do whatever necessary to get their fucking attention. That's the point of that. Do you understand that, Legend?
Yeah.
My question to you:
Yes,
do you really think that burning a flag in your backyard is going to
real
get
quick.
somebody's attention?
So I got a question for you, War. When they bury the South Koreans, do they bury them back down, or do they bury them standing straight up, or how do they bury them?
What?
Laying down?
Liberal.
No, standing up, right? So their head is above their feet. So the reason why I bring that up is because every different country out there has its own
cremate them
cultures,
because they're
its own
booted. A lot of them are
customs, it's
booted.
all that stuff, its own customs and courtesies and all that stuff.
Right.
Just because the French does it or France does it doesn't mean that the United States does it.
Yeah, and they keep
So,
trying to do like French
you
fries,
understand what I'm saying?
but we all know that they're freedom fries. Okay, y'all remember that shit?
Do you understand what I'm saying there,
Liberal, can I
War?
get 10
Freedom
seconds?
fries.
No, I don't care about other
Hey,
countries. I
Mr.
care
Host,
about us.
Mr. Host, I got to make
Legends.
dinner, man. But thank you for having me up. As always, I really appreciated how
Yeah, man.
respectful you are. I really do appreciate it.
I
Can I
appreciate.
get 10
And
seconds to talk?
if the people, yes, who was that? And thank you, M.
Me.
Dot. Enjoy dinner. Who was?
Thank you,
I'm
man.
sorry, I didn't hear.
Me, Revolution.
Revolution. Oh, yeah, yes, but Claw has been waiting for quite some time, and I think Claw's been
Okay.
trying
Yeah,
to talk for a minute, and then let me get to you right
Not
after.
really.
You
Not
okay?
really.
You would.
You all keep talking. I was grocery shopping.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope it's good, and I hope the prices are down. Trump says they are. Are they? Anyway, Revolution. Go ahead, man.
Have you
No, the
seen the
prices
video
are
of a man getting in custody and they're running over their legs?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Ran right over him. The guy that was screaming.
Yeah, the guy that was
It's
screaming.
pretty disgusting. Yeah. What about it?
I was just saying, have you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty unnerving.
I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't know the
I just
context
saw
behind
it.
it, but
It pisses me off.
yeah, I mean,
I don't think I've seen it. If you could play it for the group.
yeah, let me pull it up here. Yeah, and I'm not sure the context behind it. I just remember.
It's let you know, it's pretty disturbing too.
I couldn't finish watching it. I don't want to. I can't. You know what I mean? Like I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
I pass out easy.
They didn't do it fast. They did it slowly.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
Yeah, I think this is the. Is this? I don't think this is the one I saw. Maybe it is.
Comment
I have it on my TikTok.
Flag burning.
Here, let me. Yes, give me just a second. I'm going to play this video real quick. This isn't the best video because it's broken up. It's like a local news report, so it'll be broken up. But here we go.
Calling an abuse of power.
They didn't even ask for his documents or anything. They just like immediately went, broke his window, got him out of the car, dragged him to the ground.
Carmen Peniagua says that's not all. She believes ICE agents broke her brother-in-law Jose's foot while detaining him Thursday afternoon. This video shows an agent climbing into Jose's car. He drives forward just seconds later, appearing to run over the 27-year-old's foot with a back tire. They're hurting him. You can hear Jose screaming as the agents pick him up and put him in one of their cars.
As soon as I knew that
There's another video though that captures that from the side. Isn't there?
I think I got that video.
Yeah, there is. It's so bad.
Okay. Yeah. Now let me find that one. These fucking local TV stations are.
The quality is so goddamn bad. Sorry for my language.
No, you can say it. I don't. I curse like a truck driver because I was one. Let's.
I curse like a Texan.
That explains it.
There are a lot of stupid fucking truckers on the road, though. Let me tell you. My God, I don't know if it's still that bad, but probably is. I can't. I'll fucking look for it later.
To let you know, what you did for the country is, y'all don't get thanked for it a lot, but that logistics that go around the country is really
based
good.
on the last 30 or 45 minutes, so you seem to be the type of trucker that gets in the left lane and just stays there.
Fucking no, man.
Oh, no.
I worked for companies that would govern your ass out. I worked for USA Truck once. Their shit was governed at 62 miles an hour. You couldn't go any faster than 62 miles an hour. What a fucking shit show, man. That should be illegal. That sucked.
That's some communism right there.
Yeah.
The speed limit's 75.
In some states, it's gotten faster since I was driving, and I think I started in like 2001 or something. But yeah,
they just
it's pretty fucking brutal.
governed his semi to 62.
Yeah, no, it was all of USA's fleet. I think it was an insurance thing, because I think it reduced their insurance cost. Or no, they were self-insured, so maybe
And gas efficiency.
Maybe they just wanted to drive truckers crazy. But that was the first company I worked for, was USA Truck. That's where you had to go out for a month with an asshole that hated you. I enjoyed it though. Got to see the entire nation and Canada. So. Anyway,
what about your sleep schedule? How was it?
It was just whenever. Because back then you didn't have the e-logs, so you would. The way I would do it is whenever I'd wake up in the morning, I'd put that I left, and I wouldn't touch my fucking logbook until I ended up where I ended up, and I would, kind of backlog it to show that I'd maybe gone further than I had, even though I couldn't, because like. When you pick up at shippers and receivers, you could put 15 minutes down for pickup, and it never took that long. Sometimes you'd be there for 2-3 hours, and then you'd lose some of your drive time, so you'd have to kind of, finagle that a little bit. It was weird. Yeah, the rules
you say you got good quality sleep or no?
Generally speaking, yes, but then sometimes you'd have to end up doing overnighters where you were just driving overnight just because that's the way it worked out. Like if you're sitting at a fucking shipper for 8 hours waiting to get loaded, yeah, it'll, then you end up.
That sounds horrible. I can't even drive. I can't drive, being so restless.
Chris, yes, I actually have that video. I can play that one. This guy got roughed up so bad he fucking passed out. Let me see which one, because I've got so many damn videos. I think this may be it. Assaulting. Fuck, they're going to these convenience stores and just like being just terrible to these people. Like, I don't know.
Have you ever been stopped by ICE?
No, but I've been stopped by Border Patrol. Yeah. Because I used to run loads out of Laredo, Texas.
I mean in general, just by going to the store or going out your home.
Oh, no. This is like, ICE existed forever, but I don't even know that I've ever seen an ICE agent until, recently. And personally, I haven't seen one, but they're clearly everywhere now, or at least in some of these states.
What are you gonna do if you get stopped by one?
Well, they can't stop me. They can't pull you over unless unless your car's registered
but they will
an
do
illegal.
It.
Well, then if they do that, then we'll have problems.
It's an illegal stop at that point.
Yeah, and I'll look. I'm a man of principles, even to my own detriment. So these fuckers are going to have to bury me because I'm not going to just comply with them. I'm just not going to.
That's the same for me too.
Yeah,
either give me liberty or give me death. Sorry for speaking over you.
No, you're fine. This may
you're
be
one of those flag burners.
Me? I've never burned a flag in my life, but
no, I'm just kidding around. I'm saying
I may do it.
Right?
I may do it just because I can. It's like, why does a dog lick his balls? Because he can. He doesn't need to necessarily.
Would you ever burn a 13 colony flag? I think that's what it is.
I'll burn a Confederate flag too. Maybe that's what we should do.
The one with that's in a circle.
In a circle.
Yeah.
Oh, the original flag. Yeah, why not? Burn them all. Hell, I'll put the Israeli flag in there too. I'll burn that bitch too.
I think that's like the only flag I wouldn't burn.
What, the Israeli flag?
No. The one in the circle.
Oh, because of what it represents? Slavery?
Yeah, what it represented at the time.
Slavery?
Well, not. I don't like slavery. I hate slavery. I'm talking about life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness and freedom.
Well, for some people.
but put those principles in modern day time.
God damn it. Where's this fucking video of this guy? I think this is it. Let me see.
The guy being run over in a different perspective.
Do what now?
I got it on TikTok right now. I found it.
Yeah, this is
But
it. This is it. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So this is a longer video. So I'm going to start it about, I don't know, maybe halfway through. It's like 3 minutes long. But let me pull this up. It's pretty gnarly.
One more. You go back there, I'm gonna put you under arrest. One more. You get back there one more time.
Oh, that's Gregory Bavino. Gregory Bavino.
And their lack of concern is concerning.
They got 4 guys on it. He doesn't take 4, he takes 2. At least.
Well, he's clearly fighting him.
Is he?
Not anymore.
And look how they just look like it's gross.
They're hog tying him.
I'm surprised they didn't just bash him in the face with the fucking run his ass into the truck. Like, did you not learn your lesson from when we shot that woman in the face?
I honestly think that those guys should be more.
You think that those guys should be what?
Paid more.
What?
Paid more for doing what exactly?
For doing the job that they're doing.
Hunting humans?
Piece of shit over here, but sorry, liberal. Did you see how they carried him at the end?
Not enough.
Yeah.
His shoulders are probably wrecked.
Yeah, these people have no concern. It's just like whenever they shot Renee, that motherfucker walks over there, looks, he's like, yeah, I got her. And it walks away, says, call 911. There's a physician there, and they say, no, you can't go over there and even check a pulse. These are gross human beings. Pro-life my ass, legendary. Pro-life my ass. I'm more pro-life. I'm more pro-life than you are, and I am in favor of allowing a woman to fucking choose. You aren't pro-law though. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Did you vote for Donald Trump? Yeah, he's a fucking criminal, bro. I'm for law and order. My candidate's only got 34 counts against him. Law and order.
I guess the 34 felonies and all that stuff. And
I'm
all those conspiracy theories.
Come on. It's not a conspiracy. It's
the
a
old
fact.
Katie Johnson. What about Katie Johnson? He's in the E-Files.
I didn't say anything about Katie Johnson. He is a felon. You voted for a felon, didn't you?
Why did he not lose support when that happened? He actually gained support.
Because people thought that he was being picked on, because all those white people were so picked on. They're always coming after
some
us.
sort of dementia.
All those white people were so. Oh
Well,
God!
basically,
I
literally have a parent with dementia.
Seeing the nasty government rear its ugly head.
Which is what we're seeing
and when
right
I say
now.
Government, I mean like the insiders, the establishment, the deep state, the swamp.
And see, this is where you and I look. This is where you and I can probably agree on a lot of things. I bet we can, because we have lobbyists that have been lobbying our government to do things that are harmful to the people. And they've essentially been operating this government to some degree for a long time. And that's why you see, 70% of legislation is, fucking written by or paid for by some special interest group lobbyist. And for the record, Pam Bondi is a foreign agent. I don't know if you knew that or not, but she lobbied on behalf of the embassy of the state of Qatar in 2019 to 2020. So if you weren't aware of that, you are now. In deep state, what?
Yeah, just a whole 34 felonies, and they tried other lawsuits around the nation, and the whole Russia thing, all that. Yeah.
The Russia thing was proven though. It was found that they tampered with his first election.
Yeah.
Now we got to be careful here, guys. TikTok does not like that. TikTok does not like it.
No, they don't, because they know the so-called conspiracies are actually the truth. But
it's okay.
As an individual who actually traveled to communist Russia and was there during the coup, I can tell you there's some super weird interference here. Like, I've seen that stuff
Tim Walz,
firsthand.
right? So you're talking about Tim Walz?
No.
Wait, so
Me,
you
as
think
an individual?
Tell us that story, Claw. Please regale us with the tale of horror from Russia.
I was 11 years old. My godmother took me to Russia. We went there. It was communist Russia, and about 3/4 of the way through the trip, they kidnapped Gorbachev. We ended up sequestered on a boat and then sent over to Berlin for 3 days because they didn't want nosy Americans running around taking photos during the fall of communism. And I was there. I saw the protests in the streets. I saw the people trying to tear down their government. I saw all of that stuff. And you think that we're doing too much here? I saw that. And I cannot unsee it. And those people were trying to do so much more than what is happening here. It's crazy. Super crazy.
Now tie that in more with what you're seeing now.
Not sure how that's relevant.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Like, tie that in. Explain to us how that kind of ties in with what we're seeing today.
Yeah.
My issue here is that people want to pretend that they're outraged by the level of quote unquote violence or protest. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have groups of citizens using big trucks to plow down blockades. You don't have people tearing down universities to use the paper in their science labs as protest posters. You don't have people trying to pay police officers in order to enforce the law. You don't have any of that stuff going on. And the fact that we're trying to pull punches right now is completely ridiculous. This should look way worse than it actually does. We should be doing so much more. They are impeding on every single right that all of my ancestors fought for when we became a free nation from the United Kingdom. Like, it's so infuriating. I almost can't form words.
Like, so you think the ICE shouldn't enforce the law?
Oh my God.
ICE is a dipshit organization. Okay,
that's following the law. You can
no, they're not. Police.
How do you hear what Claw said, and then come to that conclusion that she's saying that I shouldn't, enforce the law? She's not even talking about the government. She's talking about the people. She's talking about the people. Legendary.
Yeah, but why would the people rise
up? ICE doesn't get to enforce the law.
Against
they don't
tyranny.
Get to. They're not.
Why would
police.
the people rise up against this and not what's happened before? Why now?
That's well. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
I have a response.
It's solely because ICE, Border Patrol, however you want to provide a description for it, They are not a policing agency. They are here for one sole purpose, and that is to arrest illegal immigrants and people who have come into the country who are not citizens, who have committed crimes. Everything other than that, they can't pull you over. They can't arrest you for flipping them off. They can't arrest you for
blowing a whistle.
impeding their investigation or calling them names.
Not
They
true.
don't
That's
have
where you're wrong.
no, they do
That's
not
where
have
you're
the
wrong.
legal authority.
Wait,
As a
how is
former
she
criminal
wrong?
justice
Yes, they
major,
do.
they do not have the
How-
authority to do any of that shit.
How is she wrong again?
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
Because in 8 U.S. Code, in 8 U.S. Code 1357,
I'm
look
sorry,
up
did you chat GPT that shit?
A5B, the section A5B within that law. And it states that they
No,
have the authority
do
to
not.
arrest anybody impeding or committing like a felony type of crime.
They
They're not going
do
to pull you
not
over for a traffic
fucking
accident. If
have
you run a stop
the
sign and you're a
authority.
U.S. citizen, they're not going to pull you over. They're not going to mess with
They
you.
are not a policing
But
for
when you impede
agency.
their operations, that's when they can make an arrest.
Look,
You're
motherfucker,
citing
I
the
studied
wrong
this shit in
statute.
college,
You're thinking of
getting ready to be
111.
a federal agent.
You're
They
thinking
cannot do any of that shit.
you're thinking of
I know
Well,
all of
U.S.
these
Code
fucking
gives them that
laws.
authority, but 1357 talks
111.
about it in
Okay,
more detail. It
111
says,
is what
yes,
you're
you are right.
talking
It's
about.
11.
3.668.
Yes, it's 111 and then
111.
1114 and then
Oh, you read it on the
1357
internet, right?
A5B.
You don't actually
1357
know it.
is not the, impeding part. That's the 111.
Right,
Yeah.
but that
You don't know
the
shit, and you're
1357
over
says that
applying
they
it.
can arrest U.S. citizens if they are impeding with operations.
Right. Yes.
That's like me saying a Band-Aid stops blood flow and I'm going to use it to stem up an arterial bleed. Like, grow up.
And again,
You're
according to
over-applying it.
even the police chief,
I don't give a fuck about the police
according
chief.
to the report and
He's
everything, it seems she
over-applying
was
it.
impeding operations.
I haven't seen any of those statements, so whatever you're reading in any conservative news
Well, when
outlet that you're reading,
I got a video of the police chief
they do
saying
have the authority to arrest somebody who is violating federal law.
Yeah.
Or impeding
which she was.
No, she wasn't. You talking
And
about
most people
Renee?
that-
Renee was not violating any federal law, nor was she impeding
no, she was
them.
not.
She wasn't impeding them.
Well, according
She
to
was
the
waving them the
officers,
fuck on.
they felt that she
They're not
was, and then
violating
that's
any
why they
federal
wanted
law.
to make an arrest.
Look, I'm not going to take the word of the agency that shot her in the face. I'm going to look at neutral, unbiased sources. They are a biased source, just like a fucking principal or the superintendent of a school. I'm not going to go to them and believe what they say in terms of what happened internally, because they have a bias towards their school to protect it and to make it look good. So if that's who you're listening to, you're listening to the wrong
with that,
person.
but the police chief is neutral.
No,
but you would
they're
agree that
not.
the police chief is
no,
neutral,
they're not.
right? No,
no,
Okay.
no, absolutely not. A thin blue line. This
who's
goes.
neutral?
This goes. Well, the government officials aren't going to be neutral, generally speaking. Your DA is not going to be neutral, generally speaking. The fucking, the mayor, generally speaking, is not going to be neutral.
The only people I see neutral
and
are
anti-Trumpers on TikTok is not going to be neutral, right?
Well, obviously not, but we have video evidence from all angles of what happened, and we can clearly see what happened. I don't need to go and ask a police chief or a DA or a this, that, or the other. I can see it with my own eyes.
You can just watch a video. Yeah,
correct.
And me personally, I think she was impeding operations. And we all watched the minutes leading up to it. And I'm sure there's more video that's going to come out of them actually blocking them even more than what we already see on the video. But she had been doing that all morning. And I think more video is going to be coming out.
She has a right to follow those agents around and document what they do. She has a right to annoy.
But that's not what she was doing.
You said that she had been doing that all morning. And I'm saying it doesn't matter.
Yes, blocking them.
No, she wasn't blocking
I'm not talking
them.
about the honking or protesting. I'm not talking about
okay,
that.
let me let's break this down logically. It is your contention that she was blocking them all morning, yet that ICE agent's vehicle was driving down the road. If she had been blocking them prior to this, they would have tried to arrest her then. And if she had gone away and left every time that they did this, then they knew that she would leave and therefore knew that she wasn't impeding. And because if she drove away every time they started to get out of their vehicle, that means they knew that she was going to drive away. And that means that Jonathan Ross's bitch ass went around there knowing and put himself in front of that vehicle, knowing that she was going to do that. And because he is part of the agency with back in 2013, all the way back there, they found themselves in an internal policy, if you will, to place themselves in front of vehicles to give them an excuse to shoot at the drivers. This is something that was documented. So they do this, and he did this, and he did it on purpose, and that's not okay.
Right. Well, I disagree because I don't think that he purposely put himself in front of the vehicle. I don't think he did that at all. When he pulled up, she was stationary, wasn't moving in the vehicle, and she was stationary for a few minutes. And when he pulled up and he walked around and recorded her, and then the other two agents pull up, he was probably thinking that she was still going to sit there because she had been there for a few minutes. But once she put it in reverse and line her vehicle up with him, because you can see it when she backs up, she turns her wheels and lines her front of the car up with him, then she puts it in drive.
That's
what
not
is
true.
he to think?
That's not true.
Watch the video.
Yeah, we're about to. Let's watch. Let's
all there.
Let's watch this.
See, if he wanted to do any harm to her, then he would arrest her there.
If she wanted to do any harm to him, she would have put her vehicle in drive right then and hit him. But listen, I'm not mad at you. I want to point out that moments before he shoots this woman in the face, she is smiling at him and telling him that she's not even mad.
Why is she saying that though?
Because she's trying to de-escalate. Well, let's get through this, and then Chris. Yes,
She's
absolutely.
not de-escalating.
No, she is de-escalating. Now her spouse, her spouse is not de-escalating, but the spouse wasn't in the vehicle.
Okay, we don't change our plates every morning. Just so you
Do you hear that? We don't change our plates
She was
every
being
morning.
sarcastic, by the way.
Well, I assume they were talking about plates because that's the evidence I have. Until you present me with something else, that's what I'm going to believe that they had an issue with.
It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later.
No, they didn't have an issue. She was saying you could go ahead and get the license plate number. That's fine. We're not going to change it. We're not afraid of you. That's basically what
that
she
makes
was
no
saying when he
sense.
was doing that.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Conjecture.
U.S. citizen, former.
And now right here, did you see that? Did you notice that? Watch what he does with his hand. He takes his phone from his right hand and he grabs it with his left hand. That shows intent.
And she's going to turn those tires.
Yes,
to the
because
left.
look how far away he is from this vehicle. And when these officers are coming over there to it, what does he do? He sees them coming to the
Backs the car
vehicle
up.
and he says, "Let me get in front of this vehicle."
And look at the car move.
Now watch
Hey,
her.
look at that car and line up in front of that
Backs
car
up
with the
and
officer.
watch.
Avoid him.
Watch.
That's crazy.
Watch her.
Backs up.
Do you see her
You
turning?
can't do that.
Do you see her over
Yeah, that's
turning?
crazy.
Look at her hands.
That's a
Yeah.
threat.
She is turning the wheel.
And now listen.
That is a
He
threat.
stepped in front of
Hold
that
on.
vehicle.
Listen.
That's his
Listen.
fault.
I want you to hear this. This is what this man says right after he shoots somebody that was just smiling at him. Oh, it's too fucking quiet. Here, let me turn it up.
No. Fucking bitch.
That man was not in fear for his life.
Nope.
Not one time.
May I have a minute to talk?
So you know
Well,
how he
can I
feels?
just say I gotta jump
Come
in
on,
here quick.
don't add your
I just
emotions
wanted to
into
say,
it.
Chris, go ahead.
You would have been the same way as
so
him.
we can clearly see him getting out on the passenger side, right? He drove to the opposite side of her car, parked his vehicle, and got out. You said that they were impeding them, right? Well, he drove around and parked on the other side. As you can see, when he gets out, there's cars going around the front of her. So I'm just questioning where's the impeding part in that, because you can clearly see she's still in the parking lane onto the side. Most of her vehicle is. So
Yeah,
I'm just
so blocking the road in any manner.
She's not.
Whether
She's not. So
Is a
then is the
state,
ICE agent
that's a
blocking the
state
road then?
issue. That's a local city
if they got to go
ordinance.
around you like that,
That's a local city
If she's doing it,
ordinance.
why did
that's
ICE do it
impeding
then?
right there.
Listen,
The
that
ICE
is a
agent did it.
blocking her parking the vehicle there is a traffic violation that is local. They call local. They're not impeding. She's not
Yes,
impeding
but
them
it impedes
because, as Chris
their
just
movement.
said, listen,
And,
as Chris just pointed out, the ICE agent drove past her vehicle and parked on the other side of her vehicle, proving that she wasn't impeding anybody. That was that guy's
and he
vehicle.
put himself in that position.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
You can disagree.
You're disagreeing
the video
with
evidence
facts.
is there, legend. Like, you can see it. He drives around her, and multiple cars drive in front of her. You can't be like, I didn't see that.
That's
or else
right.
you're just being disingenuous like you usually are. So I got to drop liberal, but thanks for having me up.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Yeah, no,
Can I have a minute to talk?
Who is that? Is that second?
Me. Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So, Claw, what's your opinion, or by law, how would you perform yourself as a small militia from the Second Amendment? Because I've read about where there was a pew shooting at ICE facility, and I think that's taking measures too drastic. Claw?
Now,
I don't even know if I'm unmuted at this point, if you can hear me. What I'm saying, thanks. What I'm saying is, back in my EMS experience, I assisted ICE on many occasions to take individuals out of quote unquote psych facilities because they decided to have psych issues rather than deal with stuff in front of them. Did I have to restrain them because they were combative? Did I have to put like a weird clear net bag over their face because they were spitting at me? Yeah, I had to do that too. Was I back there in the back of the ambulance with Border Patrol agents cracking jokes about how these people were like fighting for their life to get out of the back of the ambulance? Yeah, I saw that too. And that's back in 2002 and 2003. But aside from that, if there is violence in an area, we should have the ability to police the issue. We can't always rely on law enforcement. I watched law enforcement do unauthorized shootings of suspects. Like, I saw some shit in LA, dude. I used to pick up in Compton and East LA. I've seen some shit. I've seen law enforcement behave badly.
But
and
I'm
so
saying, how
I don't
should
have any trust from them now at all.
I was saying, how should a well-regulated militia perform itself? Because pewing a ICE facility is I think it's taking measures too drastic.
Pewing an ICE facility? Are you talking about the people that started?
Running,
yes, I think that was.
If there's an actual organized militia at that point, whatever government entity is present has gone way too effing far. Why do we have a militia? Why are there not law enforcement personnel cleaning this shit up? Why? Why have we all invoked the Second Amendment and we're possessing firearms in reference to the militia fighting against whatever is happening? Like, why? A militia, like, dude, your reference point is like wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna sit back.
Okay, well, those people were also arrested, right?
I know that, but I was just saying that was taking things way too far.
Okay. And is shooting that woman in the face, is that also taking things way too far, would you say?
Yes, that was also, I was just saying, how should we as a militia perform ourselves? How should we act?
Well, when the government becomes unlawful, what do you do?
We shouldn't have to be a fucking militia.
We shouldn't. You're right. Now,
No.
I want to point out, but I guess
get to that fucking point.
I guess Legendary already left, but I wanted to play this clip because
he was a dick.
this
Hated that dude.
Okay, this is the ICE vehicle that has Jonathan Ross in it, the murderer, right? And this right here is Renee Good's vehicle. Watch what this vehicle does and tell me what impeding looks like. Now, it'll pan back here in just a second. Huh, that's interesting. Did he go through the vehicle? He must have, because she was impeding ICE, right? He must have driven.
Vehicles.
He must have driven through that vehicle.
There's actually two vehicles,
and they all pass.
And I'm sorry, he got run over. How did he flee the scene?
It was a black SUV and the silver SUV that Jonathan Ross was in. Both of those vehicles passed by Miss Good. Were they impeding? Because that's the only leg that the ICE has to stand on. Because in any law enforcement, whether it's
they don't
ICE,
have that leg to stand on either.
They have to fulfill two criteria, right? RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion of crime, right? And jurisdiction. These people aren't traffic cops. They don't hold that jurisdiction. So the only thing they have is obstruction of justice. So please show me how she obstructed justice.
Now, I want to see. I want you guys to notice this was a purposeful operation. I have a feeling they were on walkie-talkies and set this up because just look at what they do. Moments before, they were sitting down the street parked, and then all of a sudden, when Jonathan Ross is set up on the other side, they come jumping in. To box this person in, and then he puts himself in front of the vehicle when the ICE agents are coming over there. I think it was completely purposeful.
Another note that
Ross is an oxygen thief.
This is a public road. Any of us could be driving on that road legally. Any of us.
And we could have gotten by her car, for fuck's sake.
And I want you to notice something else. It appears that she right here is actually trying to move forward. Do you see that? Look at her. You see how she inches forward there? But she has to stop because this vehicle starts going around her. And then she's waving this truck on. Look at her. She's waving that truck on. But then she realizes, oh, that's ICE. So she was actually moving forward. I mean, look at this. You can see it. Watch. She was going to go around anyway. Watch. She starts to go forward right there. And then she has to stop.
Is anybody suggesting that she cut in front of ICE? Is that what we're trying to do?
They're suggesting
Should we have
No.
I know, I understand. Should
How
she
did she
have
block
a
them?
potential? Should she cause a potential collision with ICE? Anybody?
What?
Nope, she did not.
I'm just saying the whole waving the truck through, right? She has to make a choice right there, whether to cut in front of ICE to get out of the situation,
I
or
don't
she
think she
allows
knew
ICE
that
to
it was
go through.
ice. I don't think she knew that
ICE
that
or
was
not,
ice.
okay.
No.
ICE
I
is
think she
irrelevant.
thought. I think she thought that was another vehicle because, as you can see, she starts to go forward, but then that other car comes in front of her. She has to stop. So then she waves the next car on, which happens to be that truck with ice in it. I don't think she realized that was ice until they pulled up, stopped, and got out. And that changed the whole situation where she was going to drive forward, but then she's got vehicles going around her and she couldn't. I don't know what you're talking about, causing a wreck or cutting them off or bashing into ice or whatever it is you're trying to say that she was doing.
Well, it's just to show that she has to make choices here. And I believe she made the right choice. Well, not according to ICE. Because she would have to actually cut in front of that vehicle. ICE or not, it's irrelevant. She's going to have to cut in front of that truck in order to bypass the situation.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, and the fact that we have to sit here and fucking frame by frame this, to anybody with half a fucking brain cell can see that what they did was fucked up and that you shouldn't shoot people in the face because they try to get away when two masked fucking lumbering fucking pieces of garbage Nazi fucks are coming at you trying to kidnap you. That's what was going through her fucking mind. She was like, oh God, now I got to get the fuck out of here. And dumbass happened to be in the fucking way.
My last 2 seconds of speech here for like the next 15 to 20 minutes is it is the same thing as shooting her in the back. It's the same thing.
Well, she got shot in the face.
Not once, not twice, but 3 damn times.
But it's the same thing as shooting a fleeing enemy in the back.
Oh, I see what you're
They're
saying.
leaving
So
you.
They're
fleeing.
Let me do something real quick because I did this on my morning show the other day because I'm not even sure if the first shot hits her, but either the second or third shot did, and you can see it in the video. I'll have to adjust.
In her window.
I'll have to adjust. Well, it does, but I'm not sure that it actually hit her like in the face at that moment. And if I can play it again, I have to adjust the contrast or whatever in order for you to be able to make it off. You'll see whenever I start to do it. I haven't seen anybody else do it, but you can see her head get knocked to the side because his second 2 shots were from the side, one of which was actually behind her. He was standing slightly behind her and she's, kind of catty corner in front of him, and he fired again. Let me put this in here real quick. I gotta let's see. I can't remember how I did this. Okay, I think I got it. Let's see, 14. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, here we go. All right, so let me pull it up, and you'll see what I was talking about here in just a second. Now, this might be a little disturbing, but I actually think you can see matter coming out the side of her head. So if you look in the back, let me scroll in. Right here, you can see in the window. So let me go to the first shot. Right here's the first shot, right? And then comes the second shot. Do you see her head jerk to the side? Do you see that? Can you guys see that? You see what I'm saying? So I think it was the second or third shot that got her in the side. And that actually would change things quite a bit. It would actually
has there been a autopsy report?
Not that I'm aware of. But yeah, her head clearly goes to the side. So it may not have even been the first shot that unalived her. It may have been the second or third shot. And after that, his fucking feet, and we can pull it up, his feet were well clear of that vehicle, even when he fired the first shot.
Aren't they even trying to suppress like investigations into the shooting anyway? Like, why is that?
Yes.
That's just it's just authoritarian. Like it's I don't understand why people think that this is liberty at all. Like that the why the right, at least, or the people who support this, who are supposed to be like the patriots, right? They're supposed to be the patriotic people. They want to just comply and simply allow authoritarianism to reign. It's idiotic. It's anti-American.
I agree, but this is the same group of people that hate gay people and hate the gay community and crash Grindr every time they get together in any large number.
Yeah.
So they'll do whatever. So let me real quick and well said, Angelic. I think that was you. Was that you that was speaking just now, Angelic?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can see where the first shot comes. Right there. Look at his fucking. This is not this dude's cock. Okay. This is the other guy's foot. This is his foot, well clear of this vehicle. And this is indisputed. Even when he fires the first shot, he's not in the way of the vehicle. This dumbass leans over. Prior to her even going forward, he's already aiming his shit right at her fucking face. It's wild to me.
I'm not arguing against what you said because I believe it's true. So if the second shot or the third shot actually struck her in the face, she's definitely fleeing at that point.
Correct.
That's against all policy guidelines. Besides the fact that he actually initially put himself in harm's way by stepping in front of her vehicle. Again, some people argue this whole Graham v. Connor thing, and there's a recent Supreme Court decision, a landmark decision, 2025, which also includes it was a 9-0 decision, which also includes 3 Trump appointees now, right? Where the officer has to be seen through a totality of the circumstances versus the moment of danger or something like that. So the totality of circumstances is the officer voluntarily on his own accord stepped in front of her vehicle and further creating the dangerous situation to occur. Right. And people should really read what happened in Barnes v. Felix. Because an officer basically jumped on the hood of the person, banked or pew-pewed the driver, and it was deemed excessive force. Right. Because the officer voluntarily jumped on the hood.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see in one of the videos where he literally leans over the hood. Now, I'm sorry, I've never seen somebody get hit by a car and lean over and be able to aim directly at somebody's face. But, this guy he's a special case.
Also, I think in the video, he's the only one with his gun out. Like, if everyone thought it was such a dangerous situation, I would imagine that all the officers would have their guns out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they meant to do something like that to this person. Yeah, or to just surround them so that they can't leave You know, because we know there's documents that show from back in 2013 that ICE was doing this as internal policy to give them justification to shoot at and rough up these, you know, suspects by placing themselves in front of the vehicle. That was something they were doing. It was a practice. Yeah.
Against policy.
Against policy. Right. But it was like if you really want to get this person, here's a bag of crack cocaine. Just pretend like you grabbed it. I mean, how many videos have we seen of these people getting busted by cameras in the car, of them planting drugs and shit? This government's so fucked. And it's been, look, this has been a problem for a long time. You know, what we're seeing now has been happening for a long time. It's just like an exaggerated version of it now with this dipshit tyrant in office. So, you know, there is silver lining here in that.
Can you imagine? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, in that people can see it so blatantly and it's so gross, you know. So that'll get them to wake the fuck up.
I don't mean to interrupt. I just seen something very fucking disturbing on Jolly Good Ginger's page. Go to there's an ICE agent. Fucker slipped on the ice. ICE agent slipped on him. Took this woman he had handcuffed into a porta potty. And obviously,
I saw that.
That was some great woman he had. It is. No, this is a fucking beyond crossing the line. These guys are getting out of hand. If ever there was gonna be how do I say this lightly? How do I say this without? If ever there was gonna be a response with force of arms by some citizens, it would be justified. I can't believe what I just saw with my own two eyes. I just can't unsee that now. I'm like, here on American soil, had the woman handcuffed. What the fuck is this world coming to, man?
I haven't seen the video.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I did see the video. I don't think I downloaded it, but
well, go to Jolly Good Ginger's page and look. Fucker.
Well, I'm looking for it, but he's got a lot of videos.
With someone who's in denial.
I need to do a search.
Yeah, he took her into the porta potty. He slipped. Everybody thought, that's funny for the ice to slip on ice. Go figure. But he took her into the porta potty. That's great. Period. Point blank. She was afraid. She was probably like saying, hey, she'll do anything to get back home to her family, which she's not guaranteed to. And he's gonna want to get her deported anyway to cover up the evidence. Well, what are you doing taking a woman into a porta potty while she's handcuffed?
I was just going to help her take a shit. No, really. That actually reminds me of this case in Oklahoma. There's fucking like 60 or I'm muting you, Diesel, because you got some serious background noise. But that reminds me of this case where this old fucking dude in Oklahoma climbed into a fucking outhouse, like one of those. It's got the big hole in the ground, like it's a stationary outhouse. It's always there. He climbed in there so that he could look up and see the people, squatting. And I think it was either a young woman and her child went in there and saw these two eyes staring back at him. This dude is like in the shit water, and they had to get a crane to pull this fucking idiot out. Disgusting.
I would have called biohazard team.
Yeah, fucking
that
disgusting.
Is so wrong.
Outside of unjust unaliving of, I'm sorry, but this right here, they unjustly unalived Renee. Okay, but this right here, this should be spread all over. He took her into the bathroom stall. It was somewhere in Minneapolis. It's just, I'm sorry. Oh God, I can't. I
don't mean to sound radicalized, but when is it going to be like enough is enough and we take up the Second Amendment?
Well, I don't know that we're there yet. Right now it's a matter to me.
I thought you supported ICE.
No, to me, it's a matter of just not complying anymore with this government and what it asks. Because, you know, in the Declaration of Independence, it says that they exist based off of the consent of the governed. Stop giving them consent. They don't have permission anymore. They only exist because we allow them to exist. Because think about this. Governments and laws are all social constructs. These are things that we've created to, like, you know, have a social contract in a civilized society. It's all bullshit, right? At the end of the day, we're all animals. You know, we're just animals. And this is our, you know, moment. So if we don't consent anymore, then they shouldn't exist. And that's what the Declaration says. And it says that when the government stops doing, you know, for the people, that they have a duty to overthrow it. So stop giving consent.
And the thing
these
is
are all
oh, go ahead.
these
Well,
are all,
the
like you said,
unfortunate thing is
social
we gotta deal with
constructs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Sensei.
Like you said earlier, these are social constructs. These are agreements that we have amongst our society. And the key one to consider is the U.S. Constitution, right? Without the Constitution, we're just a bunch of crazy fucks, right? We all agreed to that. I mean, whether you like it or not, just your existence alone and being in our society, you know, American citizen, we kind of, whether you acknowledge it or not, we're kind of making that a kind of a agreement.
Yeah.
That we're bound by the U.S. Constitution. All of us. Not me, not just me, not just MAGA, every single person.
Yep. Now I found the video. Let me play it. It's you know, it's pretty quick but just pay attention to what's going on. And you can clearly see this fucking sicko guy trying to climb down into the fucking shit water. I don't know if the sound will do anything, but who is okay. You can see she's handcuffed. Right? And then his dumb ass I don't.
I would've ran.
Let me mute that. So he's oh, my head. Let me join you. Yeah. He goes right in there with her. I mean, you can see it plain as day. Yeah, well,
Raper.
Right.
I'm sorry for that word.
Graper. That reminds me of The Grapist. Have you guys seen that? The Grapist, the whitest kids you know. This is back to the early days of YouTube. If you don't know that skit, you should go watch it. It's pretty fucking funny.
It's only a matter of time for them to come to my house and take away my stepdad because, well, he came here undocumented, but now he's documented with a state ID, married by law too.
Yeah, Trump had the guy fired that yelled at him, a pedophile protector, apparently. But somebody has raised over $400,000 for that guy.
But this right here, so you see they have no limit. And the thing is, you know, we got to worry about jets and drones and whatnot. That's another thing we're unfortunately bounded by. I mean, or in fear of, we gotta have we don't have the means to equally fight back if we wanted to. But as long as they're not using that, I think we're pretty equal, as far as citizens who are armed. But the thing is, even that I'm not advocating for it. Just so you know, for TikTok purposes, I'm just saying, in the event of need for folks to defend themselves, because this is crossing the line. It's like if this were my family member, yes, I would be responding with force. I would be responding with unaliving force, and I wouldn't give a damn. You know, this is just straight up crossing the line to have her handcuffed,
Okay.
and took her into pretty much forced her to, because where was she going? You said she should have ran. How was she going to run? She's handcuffed. She wouldn't get very far handcuffed. And she probably.
Okay. So a couple of things. There are reports saying that is a man. And there are reports saying that because that person can barricade themselves into their policy is to go with them whenever they use the restroom. And because the porta potty is so small, obviously it would be a problem. But that is the rebuttal to that. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't know.
Barricade, right?
That's why an agent goes with a handcuffed person, because they could barricade themselves in there. Although, I mean, it's a plastic porta potty. I'm pretty sure you could open it, but it's like what do you got going on down there?
The report said that was a man or a woman. Wait, the handcuffed person was a man or a woman?
Was a man. That's what they're saying. And I pulled up the screenshot, and I can see man features. Of course, it's pretty hard to tell, but it could be a man. It could be a man.
Still, it's still with him to go in there with a man. I mean, he didn't have to go into the porta potty with a man. Where is he gonna go? It's like, dude, where what does he go? You got some weirdos out there still that'll make a man top him off. Like, it don't matter. He could have had the man do something weird to him.
That's possible. Hey, you can shake it for me.
Yeah.
You shake it for me.
Weird bastards. Why would you go into the porta potty with anyone? The hell is wrong with this sick human beings? How's he gonna go anywhere? It's not like it's a public store. It's like
he could burrow down under the shit water and then get out and build a tunnel, because these ICE agents think that people that are Hispanic can dig tunnels in like no time. I bet that's probably something they think happens. It's like, you can build a tunnel out of the porta potty.
He could jump over well, he can't jump. It's just, oh my God! Like,
I work with my dad. I know.
It's just so weird.
What he should have done was when he got in there and that ICE agent went in behind him, he should have started rocking that bitch, trying to fucking topple that shit over on that ICE agent.
I like to add on the digging part, because I used to work with my dad. He's partially blind, so all he could work was as a landscaper. Digging the soil is very different in different areas. You got soft soil, you got soft dirt, then you got hard dirt. How the fuck are you gonna dig in hard dirt? It takes a while to fucking dig without a shovel too.
Oh, I was just kidding, by the way.
Yeah, I know you were kidding, but still, the way they think, it takes a fucking.
He's gonna dig his way out of the porta potty.
Like in Shawshank Redemption.
Right. That was what came to mind.
This is not a stationary porta potty. This is a what are those called? You're able to transport it around.
Portal.
Oh, the Mr. Who, or Doctor Who, the fucking God, what do they call it?
Doctor Who, where he does portals.
Yeah, it's the TARDIS. The TARDIS.
Just put a fucking portal. Use a portal.
TARDIS. You go in, somebody's got a porta potty in their house. That's not a porta potty. That's the TARDIS. That's funny. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I do appreciate everybody showing up. It's been an interesting night.
I just want to ask you, why did you go live?
Take care. Take care.
Look up top right. Top right.
I was looking on the left.
Wednesday, 4:30 to be determined. So it's 4:30 to whenever. Now, I haven't normally been going on Wednesday, but today I just decided to because I don't know why. Got a hair up my ass.
You do it on every Wednesday?
That was the plan, but I hadn't stuck to that. So it's not going to be like clockwork, but I thought about actually removing that, but you know, it is what it is. But I'll be live again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. So if you guys want to come back, catch the show then, you can come back and catch the show then. I appreciate everybody being here. It's been fun.
Where did you get your photo? The hands in the
Do what?
background. The hands in the background. Where did you get the photo from?
AI.
AI.
Yeah. Yep. AI can be useful, but it's also going to take us over, and the robots are going to unalive us all. Terminator was a
This
documentary.
reminds me of the Fallout games.
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay, liberal. See you in the morning.
All right, take it easy, guys. Thank you. Peace.